Hello? Is there a lot of noise coming through? Been tweaking microphone settings so it doesn't sound like garbage all the time. But I don't know, OBS settings aren't great. I feel like the OBS settings are pretty limited. I'm gonna drop some of these volumes. Although we're gonna switch over to video game mode. While I actually get the video game working. Against my better judgment, I will attempt to read as much as I can. I have a tall glass of water next to me, so hopefully that helps. Because last time was pretty bad. Application. Oh, that looks okay. You know what? I should really look at this for a second. Because this chat is cutting stuff off. Okay. It's gigantic, but it's also transparent, so should be fine. Alright, so last time we were playing, I've completely forgotten everything about what happened last time. Remind me. What should we do? Why don't we do what you just said? Gotta get the scoop on the director and producer. Oh, okay. Old Bag told us that there were more people at the studio than initially let on. So now we gotta go find them. Don't have enough information to make a case yet. That's exactly the same thing you said yesterday. Just admit it, you don't have a clue what happened. There's not enough information. The poster doesn't say the title of the movie. Good poster. Scary still is the thought I have to read them all now. It's a nice day outside. The hotel across the way is always full of days. There's the bellboy happily cleaning the room. He's gonna look at us and stare ominously. Actually, it's my desk now. Sitting here always makes me feel like a professional. Here at potted plant. Maya's been watering it so much lately it looks a little swollen. She's either trying to make it grow or she's perfecting her water torture technique. Oh dear. Who's in the detention center? Alright, Leo. White thing. Not actually Leo. Oh, Mr. Wright, thank you for earlier. Not at all. We got lucky, to tell the truth. You can say that again. Let's not. So, WP, you have any leads that might get us going in the right direction? Sorry, but no. Oh. You're to tell us anything that comes to mind, no matter how small. You can't rely on getting lucky again tomorrow. Yes. The fanboy? Do fanboys sneak into the studios often? No, not that I know of. That security lady's pretty strict with them. But in today's testimony, didn't she say they were often hanging around? The kids really, really love the Steel Samurai. They sneak past when she's not looking, I guess. Was the director present at the morning run-through? Yes, he was. He was directing how the Steel Samurai and the Evil Magistrate should move. Why didn't you tell us that before? Well, just the studio asked us to keep quiet. That has nothing to do with this. I hate to repeat myself, but Nick here is a newbie lawyer fresh off the bar. When he loses, he's gonna lose big. I see. Whose side is she on? You aren't hiding anything else from us, are you? No, I sure hope not. Let me get that chat open. Cause I can't read transparent chat on my OBS. Gamering. I'm a lawyer, heed my words. Don't force yourself, the throat starts getting scratchy. Yeah, if I if I refrain from doing the smoker voice for Old Bag, then I might be okay for a while. Played it before, so it doesn't bother me much. Do what you're most comfortable with. I heard a lot of complaints about my absence last stream. I'll be sure to disappear this time as well. I was just curious because you always wanted to see this, play this game, and I was like, huh, where's Dave? I waited specifically until you were back from Evo before I started streaming. There's a reason why I wanted to play this before going back to Persona was because Rick played. He played Ghost Tricky, and I was like, oh, I'm in the mood for puzzles and stuff. So I wanted to play this. And then I remembered Dave wanted to see this, so I can't just start. Don't hurt yourself to read. Producer and director need to be questioned. I will eat my cake and watch Attorney Man. That's a lawyer who cheated death. You stopped mid-episode? I stopped after the first day. And I remember... I pretty much remember now what happened. It's just been busy the last few days. I don't remember a client who's not fearing death. It'd be funny if you had a client like Leo Whitefang who's full of himself. It's cause all your clients are innocent. Alright, alright. You always examine this guy, because he's always got something to say. Scarred monitors the visitor's room. Oh no, nothing now. We should go into the studio. No one's here, right? Now that they have Miss Oldbeck in custody? I guess they don't have anyone else to replace her. Hey, in the guard station, look, she left her donuts. What? I was gonna eat them. Computer runs the studio security cameras. It looks like it's been turned off for the day. Red map. Okay, again, this is something that confused me. An overhead map of the studios. Right from here is the employee area. To the left are the actual film studios. So if we look at the map that they gave us. So if you come from the, I'm assuming main gate means like outside of the studio is past here, like north. So if you're coming here and you go look at the map, it would be right to go to the studios and left to the employee area. I get that in this perspective, we're like turned around. So like this is the security gate, this is the main gate, so you'd be walking down. Like, why did they make this so confusing? Okay, let's get out of here. We're gonna I don't know where we're going. Let's just go to Studio 1. Looks like Detective Gumfuck isn't here today. You're right. He's probably up to his neck in paperwork after the commotion at today's trial. So, Nick, remember that Studio 2 we've heard about at the trial today? It was down that path with the fallen tree, right? Yeah, I think that's what he said. Maybe the director and the rest of them are there today. Now's our chance, Nick. Let's check it out. Check it out! I'm fucking massive. The studio mascot. Apparently it's a monkey of some kind. Never seen a monkey with a nose like that before. Why don't they put his head back on? Maybe we should ask that assistant. I'm not sure we really want her fixing anything. You probably need a crane to move that thing. Probably so. Oh yeah, I forgot the random assistant girl. Penne. I don't even know if she even is like related to anything other than like that one scene. Studio 2. This is Studio 2? I thought so. Maybe it doesn't really look much like a studio, does it? No, that it does not. Hey, there's a trailer over there. Looks pretty sturdy for a movie set trailer. Are you sure that this is a studio? Look into the windows! On closer inspection, this trailer looks like it's been here for a while. I don't think this is part of some temporary film set. Maybe someone lives here. There are some flowers here. Wow, so pretty. They're taking good care of these. Don't get too close. That fence looks dangerous. I wonder if that's related to the story. Someone had a whoopsie daisy and fell on the fence and maybe they got stabbed. I recommend the game they don't show up is whatever. Light van for moving staff and equipment around. They've kept it in pretty good shape. It looks like it'd run fine. Well, let's go for a drive. Sure, if I had a license. Phoenix doesn't have a license? He's 24. But look, I have this. Why are you showing me your attorney's badge, Nick? Objection! Here's my badge. Time for Catherine's stream. Dave the stream not enjoyer, the anti-Bob. It's a title I hold with pride. Making fun of women with fat mentalities. An incinerator. Apparently they just put this one in. It's already covered in soot. They must not clean it much. Looks like 2 people ate here. There's nothing left on the plates. Hey, so they ate T-bone steaks too. What is it with steaks around here? Hey, there's always room for steak. Something does seem out of the place. What? I don't know, it just feels odd. They just left their food out here. Suspicious. These look like materials for making a movie set. They've been sitting here for quite some time. This might as well be a junkyard. Tool! There's a big tool painted here. Probably because this is Studio 2. Probably. Though it doesn't look anything like a studio. Nick, let's go inside. You think it's okay? Oh well, it's locked. I wonder what's inside. We'll never find out. Aw, shucks. Well, can't exactly go anywhere. I guess we're just leaving. Let's double check Studio 1. Maybe there's someone in here. Studio 1. I don't really want to be in here. Yeah, it is a murder scene. I want to go someplace else. Nick? Hopeless. You're never gonna hit the big leagues if you're scared of a little murder. Kinda weird there's no music at all. It's atmospheric. Something dramatic's about to happen. That's why there's no music. It's that assistant girl. Hey! Oh, there's the music. Hi. WP's lawyers, right? I heard about the trial. Great job, guys. Oh, don't mention it. Is it true that they caught the security lady? Oh. Actually, she just called me. She told me to cover up that drain. You mean that one? Wow, what a mess. I don't know. I'm not so good with handiwork. Some assistant, right? Yeah, but you do work on the props and the backdrops, right? Right. Just lots of times they end up looking worse than they did before I fixed them. Oh, well I'm sure these things happen. Nothing to worry yourself about. You're right. I won't. Personally, I think she should worry at least a little bit more. If you'll excuse me, I have to go to the guard station. I'm supposed to fill in for Mrs. Oldbag. Oldbag! Right, see you later then. Good luck with your investigation. So, the fanboy they were talking about in the trial today came in through that drain? So it seems. I guess they covered it up in a hurry. Hey Nick! If that drain's covered, the boy won't be able to get in. Yeah, I think that was the idea. I feel kinda sorry for him though, don't you? What? You wanna rip the grate off? Really, Nick? Nick, we can? Whoa, she's serious? Uh-oh. Go ahead. Well, I guess some things are just made to be broken. Yay, you know, Nick, you're pretty swell sometimes. Sometimes? Hiya! There, that should make the kids happy. The things we do. Great, I used to cover the drain. It's a little bent. I don't think it would fit if I tried to put it back on. There's a half-finished backdrop for a stage here. It looks like a castle, probably Neo-Old Tokyo Castle. Looks like one of those electric-powered bicycles. I don't know about these. I mean, what's the point? It makes it a lot easier to go up hills. Don't people cycle to get exercise? Remains of scattered lunch, T-bones. Oh yeah, maybe the suspicious thing is that there's no bones. Maybe they incinerated them. I've looked at all this before. Let's check it out. This is where the steel samurai costume was on the day of the murder. That's what Mr. Power says, at least. I guess they snuck in and took it while he was sleeping. But Nick, what if Mr. Powers hadn't been sleeping? I wonder what the killer was planning on doing then. He's got a point. The music's back. We have cosmetics, old TV show, Samurai Boogie Woogie. She just likes samurais. Wonder what's inside. Hey, supermarket tabloids? Wow, I'm kinda shocked. Maya, leave those alone. Wolfman found on Mars? I'll have to buy that issue. Bunch of snacks on the table, some tea and cookies. Wait, Nick, what now? These snacks, they've passed the expiration date. Then don't eat them. They're snacks. They're meant to be eaten. Most of mirrors like these in dressing rooms. My hair is nice and spiky. It's locked. I guess he doesn't open this window much. Kind of dusty outside. Well, we got the music back, but nothing happened. Oh, hello. Oh, you look a little out of place. It's the clothes, isn't it? I thought my camo vest might do the trick. It's kind of an alternative guard fashion thing. Studios. So how are the studios doing? There's police wandering on everywhere. It's terrible. They won't even let me clean up. Don't want me disturbing evidence. I haven't even cleaned up our lunch plates from the day of the murder. You mean those plates with the steak bones left over on them in the employee area? Yeah. Can you believe it? The kids sneak in here a lot? Well, I don't think there's that many of them, but I do see one in particular a bunch. He's always gawking at the sets or snapping pictures. You should see old Windbag's eyes flash when she sees him. She has a bit of trouble catching him, though. I heard something at the trial today. They said that the director and producer were here on the day of the murder. Oh, sorry. I was in the prop storage room, so I didn't see them. I guess they were here, though. The studio head seemed pretty eager to keep us quiet. So they were trying to protect the director? Or the producer, really. The producer's a real star here. She saved these studios from the brink of disaster and kept them running. I don't think we'd still be in business if it weren't for that producer. The producer, huh? Can you tell us where she is? No. We're going to number 2. So we're just double checking. Oh, we got something new. This place is deserted. Crash. Nick, what was that noise? It sounded like it came from inside the trailer. Someone must be inside. Hello? No answer. Pretty suspicious, if you ask me, Nick. Let's go in. I'm not sure we should be barging in. Huh, it's locked. What? Don't we have a key? No, but there's probably one in the guard station at the main gate. And what are we waiting for? Let's borrow it. If they'll let us. Do the windows not... Can we not, like, look through these and just be like, huh, I wonder who's inside? Oh, we lost the dramatic music. Security guard station. I can see a computer on the security cameras. Oh, please don't touch anything in there. Security lady would knock the stuffing out of me if she knew. I really want the key inside of that trailer. Maybe next time. Maybe next time! There ain't no next time. Let's go studio van. Looks like it's a carrier. Do we have to distract her? Like, can we tell her, oh, the vent grate fell off, drain grate's off, and I know who did it. Now the kids will be able to come in again. Doesn't that make you feel great to do a good deed like that? Must be nice to live so free of guilt. Very ironic for an attorney. I'm an attorney. Let me in. I'm not sure what that is, sorry. Pretty please? Sugar on top? No, let's try moving back to the office. Probably wasting a lot of time if you were to actually walk from like this office to like back to the studio and stuff. Huh. I've talked to everyone. Something else in the employee area that I missed? What the? Oh! Who are you dudes? Lamau? What the fuck? It's Big Chungus. Huh? Wait, you first. Who are you? You look pretty suspicious to me. Whatever, lamers. How can you not know the great Salmonella? Oh my god. He's fucking infected. I make delete shows. The Steel Samurai mine. Read the film credits. Really? You're the Salmonella? I hate these names. No, quite alright really, it's fine. I don't want to read this. What is it? You know, on closer inspection... yeah. Oh no. Hot girl alert! Hey, do you do a lot of cosplay? Cause that costume... Rockstars? What? Hey, you're... He's like one step below ugly bastard. You've triggered my creative powers. Yes, it's coming to me! The Pink Princess. Very creative. The sequel to the Steel Samurai. Pink Princess Warrior of Little Old Tokyo. Raffle. Lamau. But surely we will both die. Lol. Lamau. Pink Princess? Why's it gotta be Little Old Tokyo? Why can't I have a cool name like New Old Tokyo? Maya, we really need to talk about cool. The day of the crime. Did you notice anything unusual on the day of the murder? I don't know who the fuck this guy is! Okay, well maybe he's the writer of the story, I guess. I didn't actually read the film credits because I don't think there were film credits. I know who you dudes are. That security lady told you about us, eh? That's right. It was a pretty regular day. We had a run through for the action scene in the morning. Then a meeting from lunchtime in the Studio 2 trailer. I was so busy I didn't even get the chance to eat lunch. Sad face. A T-bone steak was it? Yeah. Sucks. I hate missing out on food. Nick, what does sucksors mean? No idea. Anyway, I was in a meeting from noon till after 4. I was in a meeting from noon to after 4. Okay. I'm just double checking the times. The producer and some bigwigs from the network. Producer? So this is director? I'm guessing? Or it's, unless they haven't introduced someone and that's him. Mr. Hammer's time of death is estimated 2:30 p.m. If he's telling the truth, that meeting gives him an alibi. About the producer who was at the meeting with you. Oh, you mean the Vesquez? I don't know these pronunciations. She's a genius, mad skills all the way. Scary though. She brought these studios back from the brink of destruction. She's the one who made it possible for me to make the Steel Samurai. You had a meeting with her on the day of the murder, right? Yep, we were together from noon to 4 p.m. the whole time. Who exactly are these bigwigs people keep mentioning? Well, the boss over the network and some sponsors, also a few production guys. They piled into a limousine and got here right around noon. Major tension. Were all of them with you the entire time? Yes, unfortunately. They're all gray-haired geezers. Sounds like they'd all be reliable witnesses. I'm an attorney! I try not to pay attention to things that don't interest me. Lol. Why are you staring at me like that? Okay, this guy's gonna be the culprit in another case in a future game, I can tell. I feel like that didn't... I mean, it told us there was producers here. Aha! You again! Eh! How rude, acting like you've seen a ghost. You certainly got back to your post quickly. Oh, the police took me away, they did. They pulled out a spare steel samurai costume. Told me to put it on, can you imagine? How could I, a sweet little old lady wearing a giant suit like that? Mr. Powers is pretty tall. As soon as they saw there was no way I could wear it, they let me go. I guess that would rule out her being the murderer. Anyway, know this whippersnapper. This old lady never forgets a slight or insult. And you won't get any information out of me, my lips are sealed. You sure are talking a lot for someone with sealed lips. Starting now. 1, 2, 3. This lady's too much. I'm about the kid you saw. I see him again, I'm taking him down! Nick, look at her eyes, she's serious. How about the director, the one who was here on the day of the murder? If I see him again, I'm taking him down! I think she's losing it. Hey, so can we have those keys? Security guard station. I can see the computer that runs the security cameras. Hey, no touching! Guess I better investigate there later. Man, if only I had the foresight to take the keys the first time. So can we come in now? Trailer door is locked. The key is probably security station. Just go around. It's easy. Oh, they'll hear. This looks like the kid. Hey, wait! I bet he came in right into that drain. Hey, Kitty, what's your name, sport? I'm not a kid, so don't talk to me like that. Huh? But you're a kid. What a rude little brat. That's no way to talk to an adult. I don't see no adults here, hippie fashion chick. Hippie fashion? Nick, I think I'm being mocked. You gotta hand it to Maya. She's pretty sharp. And pretty mad. Oh my god. It's not uncommon to not have a license in Japan, but it's more odd because international Ace Attorney is supposed to take place in California. Yeah, apparently this is America. Murika. Maya should be twice as wide as she is. Yeah, she has a 4th stomach. She's like one stomach for steak, another for like cookies. Must be a cow. Based and not paid enough to care build. Examined inside the grate? Apparently not. This game's not so stingy with examining minor things. It just mentioned food like 4 times a scene. I'm telling you. I wonder what like the earliest Capcom game is that they started doing this. Like the female support who just gorges on food all the time. Because it seems to be a trend in their games. She's meant to represent the player. She's relatable. What about Phoenix then? I still can't get over that his name's supposed to be Nick. So like, where did the Phoenix come in? Well, I mean, okay. I remember someone said that Nick is just a nickname, and I don't know if that's a pun or because like Phoenix, so he's Nick. But then what kind of horrible person you have to be to name your kid Phoenix? Phoenix and Maya just teleport everywhere. She's still growing is my only answer to the hunger. No peeking through the windows. That would be rude. You know, we would never steal anything from anyone or do anything mean. Like nearly convict an old lady, even though she probably deserved it. They put me in the game? Maya confirmed emotionless psychopath. Maybe she did kill her sister after all. I forgot how obnoxious the music director's dialogue. It's funny that the names change when it's Japanese. Phoenix Wright's last name is Naruhodo. Oh, okay. Okay, this director. Phoenix Wright case 4. Salmonella's past crimes are gonna look like a joke compared to what I'm going to do. Considering localization, keep in mind this is from 2005 for what it's worth. Oh, really? Huh. I mean, I guess. It was originally a DS game, I think. And then they ported it sometime later. I'm Cody. Cody Hackins. Oh, okay. Call me Kitty again and I'll cut you down where you stand, evildoer. It's about to pop a blood vessel, too. So you're a fan of the Steel Samurai? How dare you utter that name, evildoer? What do you mean? We're on the Steel Samurai side. Ha! Haha, you can't fool me. Okay, then what's the last line said by the innkeeper on episode 8? Ha, easy. Like some fries with that? Not bad, Kitty-o. Watch it. What are they doing? Say, you heard anything about the incident from the other day? You were here, weren't you? Did you see anything? He always... The Steel Samurai always wins. Always! Yeah, I saw him. I saw everything. What? But no way am I telling you, losers. What? Wait! Let me go! He's gone. Huh? Something fell off the table when he bumped into it on the way out. A bottle? Why was this sitting there, I wonder? Found on a table in the employee area. The label reads sleeping pills. Oh no! Was Leo Whitefang? I already forget his name. Will Powers? Was he taking a drug? Hagar, are you a drugged man? What was that kid saying? He saw everything. Boy did have a camera. I wouldn't be shocked if he like had photo evidence. You want to talk about this? Stop staring at my assistant, please. We're gonna put a fucking warrant out for him. Where's that old windbag? On over to leave a post. Hey! Oh, she's chasing the kid. She's gonna take him down. Stop, whippersnapper. Yeah, sounds like she's chasing after that boy. Natch. Uh-oh, she tripped. Maya sure looks happy. She just fucking died. Awesome. Maya's fucking Mike's the Claus in disguise. Now's our chance. Let's check out the guard station. Good idea. Oh, this is it, Nick. The trailer key. The key to that trailer in Studio 2. We'll be borrowing this, right, Nick? I wonder what happens to Phoenix after the case, because he's clearly stolen things to like get the evidence he needs. So is he also subject to the law for theft? Or is this like SVU where you can just break into someone's house whenever you want to check for evidence? I wonder if the key we borrowed from the guard station will work. It opened. Great! Let's go, Nick. She seems eager all of a sudden. Well, you first, Nick. Not that eager. October 18, Studio 2 trailer. She smoked the weed. Yeah! Someone's in here. Names... our names? We're WP's lawyers, and, I see. And who might you... The Vescas, the producer. She's quite beautiful. What a beautiful dwang. True. I would really like some music again. Glass is frosted. Oh, okay. That's why you can't see. So in October, the dimming daylight makes it feel like winter's coming. I feel like even through frosted glass, you'd at least see silhouettes. It looks like they were designing a set to use for the Steel Samurai show. They've got some figures for how much the set costs. I can't believe the money they spend on these sets. Another old movie poster, The Singing Samurai starring Jack Hammer. What the hell does samurai sing about? Chopping heads off? Oh my god. That movie was the best. It was about a samurai who sings his way to fame and fortune. Mr. Hammer was a very accomplished singer, you know? Singing samurai stars. What next? Ninja Ballet? Samurai Summer starring Jack Hammer. This poster's quite old. Wow, it's been years since I saw that show. It was one of those typical summer romance stories, but it was great. A typical summer romance with a samurai on a horse? Dynamite! An old movie poster, Dynamite Samurai, starring Jack Hammer. I guess Mr. Hammer used to be quite the star. This is where they had that meeting. There are documents and paper cups scattered about. Check their trash, get the leftovers. Nothing in here that could be a clue, just some paper cups and crumbled documents. Read the documents. Who's got this giant bottle of aloe vera on the table? Don't look like much else. Talk to me. I was wondering if you'd tell me about the day of the murder. Ms. Vasquez? Script. Excuse me? Script. I'm looking for a script. Script? The Steel Samurai, episode 13. I need it. Could we ask you a bit about the day of the murder? I need to read it. We're getting nowhere fast. We'd really like to ask you about the Steel Samurai. Miss Vasquez, it's on TV every week. That's all I have to say about that. Nick, she's telling us to go watch TV? The nerve of her. Hey, don't get mad at me. What the director? Sal Manella, was it? What exactly is his role here? Perhaps I didn't make myself clear. I'm looking for a script. I can't be bothered with anything else. Nick, are all the people in the entertainment business this weird? It's starting to look like it. Nick, let's get out of here. Isn't there some place we have to check? Wait. Yes? If you see Manila, give him this. But why do we have to do your errands? I don't think I like her. Don't cry. She'll take it as a sign of weakness. Alright, if we give it to him, we'll give it to him if we see him. Let's go to the employee area. Also, Penez disappeared completely from the environment. Here, I got this from the producer. Huh? Bring me the script for episode 13? Episode 13, where did I put that one? I must have left it somewhere. Uh-oh, my ass is pooned if I don't find it. Nick, might be quicker to just look in all the places where he's likely to have been. I agree. All the places he's likely to have been? Well, that would be here, and the... I actually have no idea. Because he said he was in the trailer, and there was a bin. Okay, just some crumpled things. I guess they wouldn't put it in the same room that she's in. So let's try Studio 1. We're back at the scene of the crime. Let's find what we need to get out of here quick, Nick. Let's try the sack. Okay, nothing in the sack. This camera's a must cost a ton. Yeah, so don't touch it. Smell, Nick, you're a star. Stop that! Hey, look! That's the chair the director sits in. I was wanted to sit in one of these. The director, Maya. Take a look around that chair for me, would you? Remember that script the director was talking about? Can you say he left it somewhere? Aha! I found it, Nick. The script. Good work. Seems kind of bizarre. Like I would have imagined if they wanted you to find something, they'd have the player find it and not tell Maya to look for it in a random spot. but okay. Actually, let's go show it to the director first and see what he says. Actually, did he? I wondered. Okay, no. I was wondering if he had a talk option to her, like, tell me where it is. Found your script. Oof, thanks. Still, I don't know. That woman is to be feared when you bring her something late. You think you dudes could take it down there for me? Thanks. Is that producer really that scary? Well, she's certainly not normal. Yeah, let's get out of this place. And then, you get out of there. Here, we found it. Your script. So you have to hand it over to these nuts. You're not gonna talk to us? Quiet. I'm reading. Just you hold on, what's the big idea? Who do you think you are anyways? Do you even know who we are? Powers lawyers. Right? Am I a suspect? No, it's just, well, no, but... You wanted to know about the day of the murder? Yes, anything you could tell us would be a big help. You know there was a meeting here at noon? Yes, with the director and the people from the network. Correct. Now listen closely. None of the people in the trailer that afternoon went to Studio 1. It was impossible for us to leave. Impossible? Why? The path was blocked. The path? What, the tree? Am I supposed to... What do I show? That doesn't show the tree. I guess this does. Oh, well, it shows the direction. I'm not interested. What do you mean? Oh. Just... Okay, it just showed up. I guess I accidentally pressed tab. On the day of the murder, the path that leads here was blocked. You saw Mr. Monkey on the way here, correct? Mr. Monkey? Monkey with a broken head. Alright. What an original name. Its head fell over in the wind on the day of the murder. It didn't start moving the head out of the way until after 3 o'clock. So you're telling me you can't climb over the ears? We're on RPG logic. If there's a tree in front of you, you can't go around it. It was after 4 o'clock by the time the path was unblocked. Capiche? Everyone in this trailer was stuck here until the path was cleared. Stuck in this trailer. Stuck until after 4 o'clock. Hammer died at 2:30. Thus none of us could have gone to the studio... Could have gone to Studio 1. Quiet? It's true. A crane came out just after 3 o'clock to move the head. Called some people in to clear the way. I'm sure they'd corroborate my story. But wait. What if the head fell over after 2:30? And you could have gone to Studio 1, 2:30, the time of death. Very well, come. That's Mr. Monkey. When it wasn't broken, it announced the time in ooks. God damn it, we're got more time shenanigans. 1 ook per hour. Ook, 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 always with the ooking. It is a monkey after all. Check its head. The clock inside stopped when it broke. Nick, it stopped at 2:15. 2:15? That's right. Path was blocked from 2:15 till after 4 o'clock. Therefore, we're innocent. Mr. Hammer died in Studio 1 at 2:30. See? Goodbye. She seems very insistent on denying her involvement, which makes you even more suspicious. There wasn't anyone besides WP who could have killed Hammer. It's over. We're finished. It sure doesn't look good. Guess we should head back to the office and plan our strategy. Let me think, just for a second. Cause of what? That at 2:30, blocked at 2:15, but their meeting started at noon. So it's not impossible that someone like left before this happened and just hung around. They wouldn't have been on the camera because they didn't have to pass by the gate. 2005. Phoenix's real name, Nick's his nickname. Nix. What a good name. Original GBA game is from 2001. Didn't get an official localization 2005. Oh, it's GBA, huh? Seems weird to put a visual novel on a GBA. I guess they also put movies on the GBA, so sky's the limit. Will Powers is our world's Michael Jackson. I'm Cody Hatkins. Are you Coden's son? Phoenix only stole things for the greater good, so it's fine. This kind of thing actually never gets brought up, which is hilarious because getting evidence like this shouldn't be allowed. It's just part of the investigation. Script kiddies. You know what he's what he's doing in Will Powers' room? These aren't the droids you're looking for. The head. She was wearing sneakers for sneaking. Now what? We're fresh out of clues. Everyone's alibi is watertight and we don't even have any promising leads. Things are looking pretty grim. It's a little early for giving up, don't you think? Oh good, is it Mia again? You've got one lead. Oh my god, it's her. What took you so long? Sorry, Phoenix. Maya has trouble calling me unless she's really in trouble. Why is the phone ringing? Hello? I'm alive. Had a cartridge for GBA with one whole episode of SpongeBob and Fairly Odd Parents. I lost it. Good riddance. Game was more pixelated on the Game Boy Advance and DS. This version is actually redrawn instead of 16-bit. Yeah. FBI, open up. Right. Oh wait, I guess that means we're really in trouble. I'd say so. What did you mean we have one lead? The boy, of course. Yeah, I saw him. I saw everything. What? No way am I telling you, losers. I don't know, he didn't sound like he was gonna help us at all. I'm sure you could find some way of bringing him on over to your side. Either way, we should go back to the studios. That boy is our last hope, Phoenix. Thanks. Now I'm more worried than I was before. Yeah, I get what Wes was saying, that the Mia possessing Maya looks really weird. Oh no, she really is turning into a windbag. What's wrong? Huff. Puff. And I'll blow your house down! Whippersnapper. She's been chasing that boy this whole time. Would I catch him? Sounds like she hasn't had any luck catching him. I got a hostage now, Whippersnapper. A hostage? What happened to the boy? If I see him again, I'll lay him flat! My, what a violent old lady. Actually, I met with the director just now. My heart, I don't feel so good. Is she okay? Before I go, I'd like to visit the place where poor Hammer died. Right, she was saying she wanted to visit the studio where he died. What's this about a hostage? Huh. The boy was running away? He dropped this and ran. He'll come back. For this one. Can't understand with all the huffing and puffing. Phoenix, that hostage might be what we need. Cody might talk to us if we give him that. Good idea, Miss Oldbag. Might I— No! I'm catching that brat if it's the last thing I do. Phoenix, do you have anything you might trade with her? A trade? I wonder. Your pills? He's too busy catching your breath to tell me anything. The key? Miss Oldbag? I'm borrowing this, just so you know. Oh, okay. Just be sure to give it back. She's not as demanding when she's exhausted. I'm an attorney of law. Give me the thing. Do I have something to trade with her? Maybe I have to go get something to trade with her first. Hey! Hey you, wait a sec. Phoenix, was that the boy? Yeah, his name's Cody Hackins. He ran into the dressing room. Well, corner him! He's sure to be hiding here somewhere. Found you! But, damn it! He's getting away! Come back. There, he's back. How did she— Hey there, would you mind helping us out, please? I'm Cody. Hello, Cody. I'm Mia Fey. Oh my god, she's actually being possessed. Wait, does she physically transform? Like, this isn't just a hallucination? Because if that's the case, then that's double, triple weirder. Yo, and I'm Phoenix Wright. Who asked? Phoenix, you can take it from here. I'm not so sure I'm qualified. The Steel Samurai's so cool. I think he's the bomb. What would a lamer like you know about the Steel Samurai? Hey, watch that attitude. Phoenix, you really shouldn't yell like that. He's only a kid. Yeah, don't don't yell like that. I'm only a kid. Do you know anything about what happened here? Could you tell me, please? I don't know nothing. Looks like a little persuasion is necessary. Maybe a bribe? Well, empty. I'm glad Maya's in here. She'd be devastated. Sorry, what was that about Maya? Oh, nothing. Powers his bag. Now, Phoenix, not polite to look through other people's belongings. Tell that to Maya. Tell that to your sister! The Ray Cosmetics here, coming out as we don't know some TV show. You don't know Samurai Boogie Woogie? You're even lamer than I thought. Why does everyone but me know about this show? It would be really dumb if I have to just give her the security card that lets her get to the studio so she can die in the studio. Maybe she wants a snack from the vending machine. I'm throwing stuff at the wall now. Huh, it's so normal. I was expecting some cool theme snacks or popcorn at least. Look at this, spaghetti in a soda can? Spaghetti? Wouldn't just the sauce come out and the noodles all stay stuck inside? Best when slammed. I guess they want you to drink it in one gulp. Slamming spaghetti, right. Spaghetti! What, you want a drinking soda can? Let's head over to the other studios and let's check it out. I still have no fucking idea where Penny went. I guess she's just not really that important to the story. Nothing in a sack. A collection of cards. If we broke one, we go bankrupt for sure. I'm a firm believer that humankind was made to keep both feet on the ground. Do 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 do. You want some dirty plates? Got lots of those. Oh, she's gone. Can we take these posters? The samurai musical set in ancient Japan. A samurai musical? Is that even a genre? Oh, I'm impressed you know your stuff, Mia. Oh, Maya's a real fan. I just picked up a little out. So these posters have been used on my screen. We should replace the poster in the office with this one. That would be kind of sad. Wait, she's here. Ask her what the movie was on the poster. Get a chair. Just whack her over the head with a chair. Listen, no one will mind. I haven't been to the detention place in a while. I'm gonna try this just because. Hey, that oh, that's a card. Studio 1, right? Card key to Studio 1. I could visit Portal. Oh my God, was that really the right answer? I like to visit. Wait, he died. I was his fan. You don't have your own card, Miss Oldbag? Studio 1 is my turf. You let me borrow it then? If I give her the card key, I won't be able to get into Studio 1. Yeah, lend her the card key. Why don't you let her borrow it, Phoenix? I guess it can't hurt. Here you go, Miss Oldbag. Equivalent to Miss Oldbag. Listen to me, Sonny. I don't like having debts to no whippersnappers. You take this, and we're even. Deal? What's this? A Steel Samurai trading card? That sneaky kid dropped it. Figured it's pretty important to him, though. Thank you, I may have a use for this. This must be the hostage she was talking about. Right, I'm off. There she goes, hobbling towards the studio. Okay. I got you, cads! You cads! Cody, this look familiar? Hey, my UR! My ultra rare! That card's really hard to get. Man, for a grown-up, you sure are dumb. I'll give you this, if you help me. But that's my card! By offering me something I already own, you're in effect eschewing the very basis of our consumer society, namely the principle of fair trade. Man, for a grown-up, you sure are dumb. What do they teach these kids in school these days? Quantum physics? Whatever, I don't need that card. Huh? I got a double. Just keep it, it's yours. What? After I went through all that trouble? You want to trade? Find me a really rare card. Really rare? You mean there's something rarer than ultra rare? Ultra rare premium cards are way rarer than plain ultra rare cards, come on. Man, for a grown-up you sure are dumb. Premium rare. Why do I feel like we're talking about steaks? cards. You cards. Where are we gonna find a card? I didn't see any cards here, but we'll just double check. Oh, okay, never mind. There's something here apparently. Oh, hi. Well, you're just showing up out of nowhere. What brings you here? Oh, well, I had to arrange some stuff. Yes? The, girl with you, doesn't she seem a little different? Like, is she even the same person as before? Nope, she's the same as always. Same as always. Okay, whatever you say. Have you seen that boy since then? Nope. You missed it, though. Security lady was chasing around the boy so fast I thought she'd collapse. Of course, he got away in the end. Boy, was she mad! Actually, we saw them. How's the old windbag doing? She was squeezing donuts through her clenched fist back at the guard station. Some people take their jobs a little too seriously. Are all the posters on the wall here of Hammer? Yes, it's a real terrible loss for the studio. But his popularity had been waiting recently, right? That's true. Then again, after what happened... After what happened? You mean you don't know about Hammer? No, what? I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said anything. What happened? Tell me! Wait, now you have to tell me what happened to Hammer? I'm sorry, I'm probably not the one who should tell you. Uh-oh, why do I get the feeling something's being covered up here? You know anything about cards? You know anything about this? Hey, that's a Steel Samurai trading card. I collect those, actually. I'm one card away from a complete set. A complete set? Set of one of each card. Huh. Wait. That's it, that's the card I need. You don't know how long I've been looking for it. How old is this person? I figured you have to be, like, old to work on a studio, but she seems to be just like any other kid. I know what kind of girl you think I might... I don't know what kind of girl you might think I am, but I need that card. But please, I beg you, please trade with me. Trade with you? Yes, trade cards. Look, I'll even trade you an ultra-rare premium card. Trade me a... huh? Yes, it's a good deal for your ultra-rare. Please. Phoenix, can't you see she's desperate? What's everyone getting so excited about? Yes, I'll give you the card. Really? Thanks. And this is for you. Erp! Card. Add it to the court record. Yahoo! And there she goes. Doesn't doing good things like that make you feel great? Yeah. Yeah, it does. Alright, let's go. Let's talk to the kid. Other kid. 8 million different kids in this game. There you go. See this card? Yeah, so wait, that's it! That's the last ultra rare premium card I need. Come on, give it to me, please. You gotta give it to me. I've never seen him so eager. Right, okay, how about a trade? You're on. I'll give you a samurai spear and throw an evil magistrate to boot. No, not that kind of trade. I don't want cards, I want information. Huh? Yeah, sure, fine by me. Erp card given to Cody. Okay, Phoenix, let's hear what he has to say. If you know something that could help us, we can have him take the stand tomorrow. The Steel Samurai. So you like the Steel Samurai. He's so cool. I guess. You're judging him by his looks. You have to look at his actions, at his life. I'm being lectured on life by a grade schooler. You like him too, don't you? Oh, me? Yeah, I love the Steel Samurai. Just tell me what's your favorite thing about the Steel Samurai is. His fighting skills. Gotta think of something. When he vanquishes his foes. Yeah, wazam! The Steel Samurai always wins, always! Check this out, it's my fan album. What the? It's all pictures of the Steel Samurai. I go to every live performance, those stupid publicity stunts where they beat each other up in public. I always take a picture when the Steel Samurai lands the final blow, wazam! I got them all! I never missed one! Perfect collection! Check it out. Check it out! I'm fucking massive! My new digital camera. Wow, that's very impressive. The newest model, isn't it? You bet, lady. I just got it for my birthday. Man, back in the day, a new camera probably cost you like $500 in today's money. My album has a name. Want to hear it? Steel Samurai, The Path to Glory. Steel Samurai always wins, always. Hey, if you want this, you can have it, lady. Really? Are you sure? Yeah, I took these with a digital camera. I got all the data at home, so I can always make another one. Well, I'm happy to accept, thank you. Contains photo of every victory scene and every battle the Steel Samurai has won. What's with people always giving stuff to Mia? What a life. Hmm? I wonder, so, okay, we have a photo of this guy, who we're not sure who it is, but now we have this, which apparently has photos of the actor. So, I wonder if there's gonna be a difference. We're not allowed to check right now. You were here on the day of the incident, right? Yeah. See anything unusual? Cody. Cody, he needs to know because he's fighting for justice. Isn't that the Steel Samurai's motto, for great justice? You'll have to help us fight for great justice too. I saw everything. Well. Might get some useful information out of him yet. What did you see? What are you gonna do? Cody, I need to ask you something very important. What did you see on the day of the incident? I got here that day around 2 o'clock. I had to come in through the woods up back so that old lady wouldn't see me. I got kinda lost though. I was in there for maybe half an hour or so. And I finally got to the studio. After that... What is it, Cody? The Steel Samurai killed the bad guy. He used his samurai spear, just like always, one shot, one kill. It happened so fast I got scared. I went home after that. I see, it must have been hard for you. Man, you say those nice things, but it's so obvious I'm speaking from the heart. Right. Mia? Yes, I think we can say for sure this means the Steel Samurai did it. True enough. And the director has an alibi, so it wasn't him, indeed. So the only person left who could have done it was Will Powers. I have to admit, it's kind of a shock, but if you put this boy on the witness stand, your client will be guilty for sure. Let's not call him then. I think that would be wise. Best to leave this one alone. Not so fast, pal. I heard everything. This boy here's a key witness, and he's under police protection starting now. Come on, son. You've got a rendezvous with me down at the precinct. No, I ain't going. Ah! That didn't go so well. Back to 0 leads, and now we have a serious handicap in court. What are we gonna do? Well, I really need to be going. Don't worry, Phoenix, I'm sure you'll be fine. Whoa, come to the trial tomorrow, please, I need you there. Phoenix, can I ask you something? Do you really believe that Mr. Powers is innocent? I believe. Of course he is! That's all I wanted to hear. Excellent, I'll see you in court then. Great, thanks Mia, see you soon. Yeah, thanks a lot. To be continued. "16-bit looks fine on a small screen than a big monitor." Yeah, probably. That's part of Faye channeling technique. They physically change into that person. Yeah, apparently, and the other person can see it too. Let's find out! The human body is malleable. Tell that to your sister, who is also you. Maya's back end up hurting after the possessions. Let me tell you, okay, I figured that out. For some reason. Can't believe this wasn't shilled. I forgot. An incinerator. They're playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Now, the Ultra Lux Secret Premium Rare. I think Secret Rare is the most rare. And then you have Ultra Rare. And then Rare, and then... I don't know if there's something between Rare and Normal. Check the age of people on profile. Oh, I forgot about that. There is this. 23. Damn, he's younger than Wright, but he looks like that. Mysterious age. Jack Hammer. He's got the widest face ever. Cody Hatkins. Assistant. Wait, what? Why is she called assistant here, but then they specify her name's Penny Nichols here? But everyone else has their name at the top. What the fuck? That's really bizarre. I don't know if that's just a goof or if that's intentional. Okay, no, this guy's the director. So why isn't she the producer? I don't get it. This game's weird. Mr. Wright? Yes? Why do you look so unhappy? Nothing. Really, it's nothing. Right. Mia? Uh-oh, she looks even unhappier. Phoenix? Your client is now practically a dead man walking. Perhaps that's why I feel particularly close to him. This is no time for dead people jokes, please! You know we're going into this trial utterly defenseless. Yet if Mr. Powers is truly innocent, we should be able to find something overlooked in the evidence to prove it. Something overlooked? You have to find something, Phoenix, today. It's that or lose a trial. It's not going to be easy. The court record, digital camera 2001, actual child abduction. Maybe she's not Penny, she's the imposter. Is she the unknown? What about the director then? Who is he? Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. Prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Defense is ready, Your Honor. Well then, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. An unexpected fact has come to the attention of the court. Yesterday we learned that there were other people present at the studios. Today I would like to show the evidence proving that it had nothing to do with the murder. Very well. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. I wonder if it'll be that producer. Prosecution calls Mr. Sal Manella to the stand. Or that director. Will the witness state his name and profession? How rude can you get? You don't know me? I'm the director. I make the Steel Samurai, noob. Raffle. Sal Manella. I'm a director. Television. Were you at Global Studios on the day of the murder? Yes, Your Honor. Very well. Please testify to the court about the events of the day. Phoenix, let's start by picking his testimony apart. If Powers is innocent, you know what that means. Someone in the trailer on that day did it! She doesn't waste any time putting on the pressure. I was at the studios from around 9 that morning. During the morning, I was doing an action scene run-through. It took a lot more time than I thought it would. I heard that everyone else ate lunch in the employee area, but I had a meeting in the Studio 2 trailer, so I ended up skipping lunch. We were in the meeting until around 4 o'clock. During the meeting, well, I'm pretty sure no one left their chairs. That's about it. How many plates were there? Time of Hammer deaths was 2:30 p.m. According to your testimony, you were in the meeting at the time. Mr. Wright, you may begin a cross-examination. Maybe how they were introduced? Maybe. I don't know, the kid was the kid before. Is that when you always come into work? Oh, no. I come in all sorts of hours. It's the industry way. Yeah, I know about the freaks in your industry. Still, for what it's worth, I was pretty busy all that day. Tell us more about that. In the employee area? That's right. It was a fight scene between Steel Samurai and the Evil Magistrate. Was anyone else at the run-through? Oh yeah, that security lady was sitting there watching the whole thing. Lol. She was cheering on Hammer, if you can believe it. Certainly has the lungs for it. Anyone else? Nope, just us four. Took a lot more time than I thought it would. Why did it go on so long? I'm pretty sure you already heard about this, but WP twisted his ankle during the run-through, see? Right, that's the limp. Which of course led to me missing my lunch. Rofts. Rolling on the floor starving? What exactly did they have for lunch? T-bone steak. The assistant cooked some up. Come to think of it, there was a plate with some bones in the employee area. Everyone else, meaning the witness, did not eat with them. I had a meeting in the Studio 2 trailer, so I ended up skipping lunch. So then you didn't get to eat. Yeah, no steak at least. Can you believe it? That must have been tough. Phoenix, doesn't something about that seem odd to you? It's contradictory. Mr. Manella. What do you want? When I went to Studio 2, I saw something on the table there. There were 2 plates. The same kind of plates as the one in the employee area. Who ate lunch there? Good call. I was embarrassed, so I didn't mention it. But I did eat after all. A T-bone steak, you mean? Yeah, I mean the assistant went through all that trouble. I brought it to the trailer thinking I could eat it later. Clearly a man who likes to eat. I'd suspected as much. So when exactly did you eat? You took one break during that meeting. I wolfed it down then. A mental image I will carry with me to my grave. Wait a second. If they took a break in the meeting that contradicts his testimony, I'll press a bit more on that. You didn't take a single break? Well, yeah, not one. What's he sweating so much about? If only I had an idea. Wait a second. Maybe I do have an idea. Wait a second, Mr. Manel, you just contradicted yourself. Didn't you tell the court you ate a T-bone steak during the break? Oops! Ruffle! Well? Mr. Manel, what's this all about? Well, I guess we did take a little break. Phoenix, great job. If I took a break, one of them could have gone to the studio during that time. Your Honor, I call on the witness to testify to the court about this break. Very well. Mr. Manila, your testimony, please. Uh-oh. Edgeworth is laughing. Yeah, for what's worth, we took a break, Ruffle. But it was only 15 minutes. 15, that's only 13 in base 12. Not enough time for someone, say, to commit murder in Studio 1. Lol. It's only just enough time to eat a T-bone steak if you ask me. Steams. I don't think it would be enough. I don't think it would even be enough time for that, but that's just me. Very well, you may begin the cross-examination. What time exactly did you take this break? I'd say it was from around 2:30 or so till 2:45. 2:30, that's the time of death, so we could have gone to Studio 1, killed Hammer, and come back. I guess it's possible time-wise. It's only 15 in base 12. Base 12? It's not enough for hexadecimal. I've never heard of that before. What were you doing in those 15 minutes? Eating my T-bone steak, what else? There were 2 plates on that table. The other one was Divaska's plate. Eat a T-bone steak in 15 minutes, that's quite a feat. Not enough time for someone to say, commit murder in Studio 1. Do I have any evidence so far? Why is that? Haven't we had enough of this pointless line of questioning? Your Honor, testimony to this point has made one fact painfully clear. People in the trailer had nothing to do with this murder. It was impossible for any of them to go to Studio 1. What? Something wrong, Mr. Wright? Surely you're suggesting one of the people in the trailer went to Studio 1. Well, Mr. Wright, Phoenix, this is critical. Think about it before you give your answer. Do you claim someone from the trailer went to Studio 1? I mean, I'm thinking about it, but I don't really know what it wants from me. Can't kill him, it's impossible. I agree it is impossible for anyone in a trailer to go to the studio in that time. You might be thoughtlessly treading on thin ice again, but I see you had an inkling of the truth. What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? It's simple. True, the break in the trailer meeting came right at the time of death. However, the path from there to the scene of the crime was blocked. Fallen Mr. Monkeyhead barred the way. At around 2:15, a strong gust of wind knocked the studio mascot head. Ergo, when the people in the trailer took a break at 2:30, the way to the studio was blocked by Mr. Monkey's severed head. It's actually Mr. Monkey, but Edgeworth has a point. Somehow I feel no desire to correct him. I believe we have seen enough evidence. I'd like to relieve Mr. Manila from the stand. What? It's over? Very well, the court's opinion on this case is as follows. We have found that there were several other people in Studio 2 on the day of the murder. However, it's also clear that none of these people could have gone to Studio 1, therefore they have no relation in this case. Furthermore, with regards to the photo of the Steel Samurai, given the size of the costume, no one other than Mr. Powers could have worn it that day. All that is lacking is decisive evidence that he is the one who did it. If we had had that, I'm afraid we would have to find Mr. Powers guilty. Your Honor, the prosecution is pleased to announce we have decisive evidence, a witness. Who is this witness, Mr. Edgeworth? My witness saw the very moment when the Steel Samurai skewered his victim. Order! I will have order. I see the court will take a 10-minute recess, after which we will hear your witness. Court is adjourned for the recess. What do we do now? If everyone that Triller has an alibi... I'm sorry, Phoenix. I guess I was wrong. Mia, don't tell me you're giving up. If you give up, what hope do I have? Don't get me wrong. I've never given up on a trial before. Not while there was a chance. Only one thing became clear in your cross-examination. People in the Triller could not have gone to Studio 1. I thought there was more to it than that. But I was wrong. That's all there is. What's going to happen to me? It kind of seems like everyone in the courtroom thinks I did it. Think I'm a murderer. Don't worry, Mr. Powers. If you are innocent, we will prove it. I guarantee it. Leave it to us. And be yourself. Be strong. You're the Steel Samurai, hero to children everywhere, after all. Thanks. Okay, Phoenix. This one's for the kids. Let's do it. Doing it well. I represent Taco Bell Dorito Shell. Prosecution has a concern. As our witness is a grade schooler of tender years and this is a murder case, we fear that the defense might cause unnecessary trauma with his cruel questioning. Nice to see Edgeworth taking his moral high ground. However, we have no choice. The prosecution calls Cody Hackins to the stand. Should we get him a step stool? Your Honor, perhaps you could arrange a box for him to stand on? Oh, right. Guard, please bring him a box. One of those donut crates should do. Will the witness state his name and grade in school? Witness! What? Just because you're grown up don't mean you can push me around. Cody, answer his question, okay? Hey, it's you, the nice lady. I'm Cody Hackins, and I'm in the 2nd grade. I get the feeling this is going to be a long day. Mr. Edgeworth, please remember that you're speaking to a child. Try to be gentle. He's beasting out. Witness! Cody. He's having trouble with this gentle thing. You were present, you were at Global Studios on the day of the, incident. You got a problem with that? Please tell us what you saw that day. What, Pops? You want me to tell you and Gramps with the beard over there? Just... Mr. Edgeworth will be fine. A very long day. Incidentally, photographic equipment is strictly forbidden in this courtroom. My apologies, Your Honor. He said he wouldn't testify in court if he couldn't bring it. I'd like special permission if that's possible. Wait, so you're saying you had to bargain terms with a kid and you lost? Hey, I just got this new camera. Don't really know how to use it all that good yet, but I bring it with me wherever I go. Phoenix? I wonder if he had that camera on the day of the murder. You better make a note of it in the court record. Very well, Cody. Please testify to the court about what you saw on the day of the incident. I wanted to see a Steel Samurai rehearsal just once. I found a map on the internet, and I went to the studios that day. I went through the woods, off the path, so that old lady wouldn't catch me. I was going for the studio. I got kinda lost on the way though for about 30 minutes. When I came out by the studio, there was a Steel Samurai. It totally rocked. Right before my eyes, out came the bad guy. Of course, the Steel Samurai took him down. Pow! If I had my camera with me, that would have been time for that shot. That would have been a time for a shot, I tell you. Anyway, I couldn't get into the studio, so I went home. Well, he clearly said he keeps it ever with him, but he just said he doesn't have the camera. Gentle, you remember talking to a child. This kid is tougher than most adults we see in here, honestly. I wanted to see a Steel Samurai rehearsal just once. Found a map on the internet. Went to the studios that day. Went to the routes off the path of Jamie and was going for the studio. You have the internet? Was that day the first time you'd been on the studio? Actually, I've been a couple times. Never managed to get there on rehearsal day, and the security lady's always yelling. Right, please continue. Chill, Pops, and get into it. How am I supposed to talk with you cutting me off all the time? Jeez. Off the path? Yeah, you know how the studios are in a valley there? We go off the path a little, there's the woods, that's where I was. See? Anyhow. Did nothing unusual happen on your way to the studio? Unusual? Did you see this monkey by any chance? Oh, you mean Mr. Monkey? Yeah, I saw him, but his head wasn't busted. So he went straight to the studio. I kinda lost 30 minutes. Got lost in the woods. Yeah, I couldn't figure out which way I was walking. Man, I was relieved when I saw the blue studio doors. Guess what happened next? Came by a studio, I saw a Steel Samurai. The Steel Samurai. Standing by the studio gate. It looked like he was thinking about something before going in. When he opened the gate and went inside. I see. What then? What sort of bad guy was it? A guy? A person? Kinda tall, skinny. Are you sure it was a guy? I don't know. It's kinda far away. Being awfully vague. Of course, the Steel Samurai took him down, pow. What happened to the bad guy? Huh? Well, he kinda didn't move. Not a bit, like he was dead. I guess he was a real pro, what a great actor. Yes, I suppose he was. If I had my camera with me, that would have been the shot. Time for a shot, I tell you. If you had your camera? You mean you weren't carrying your camera then? No, I wasn't. It's not like I have it with me all the time. Really? I guess seeing the killing freaking him out and he went home. Phoenix, remember he's a child. His gentle words to be firm. Easy for you to say. I thought you said you had it all with us. Just it seems, well, a little strange. Didn't you say before that you always bring your digital camera wherever you go? You were quite clear about that. Huh? Cody, you shouldn't lie here. You understand that, right? Mr. Wright, a word with you. Was I putting the pressure on too much? What is this digital camera contraption you're talking about? It's, a digital camera, Your Honor. It's kind of a new sort of camera. How do I explain that? I see. Anyway, Cody, I can't believe you wouldn't bring your camera on a trip to the studios. You did bring it, didn't you? Mr. Wright, how cruel you are to terrorize a poor child so. I don't care if he's a child or a prosecuting attorney. No one should lie in court. What do you mean, or a prosecuting attorney? Well, Cody, sick burn. Yeah, so I had my camera, so what? You got a problem with that? So, you did have a camera, and did you use this camera? Why would I use it? I was too busy watching. Very well, please testify to the court what you're so busy watching. Yeah, I had my camera with me, but I was glued to the action. I couldn't take my eyes off it. The Steel Samurai, he goes for the bad guy. Wham! Then, the bad guy stopped moving. He's so strong, the Steel Samurai rules. Is that all? Well, that was brief. That's right, your cross-examination. So why didn't you use it? He's getting to that. Relax and listen. Didn't use it because I was too busy watching a real thing. But I was glued to the action. I couldn't take my eyes off it. So you were watching the Steel Samurai. Did you watch the whole fight? Yeah, of course. You didn't turn away, not even once? No. Okay, then tell us exactly what happened. Yeah, I'm getting to that. Goes with the bad guy and wham. So the bad guy attacked him first? What sort of person was this bad guy? I told you, a person. He was a person. How was he dressed? I kinda don't remember. I was too busy watching the Steel Samurai. I see, and what happened next? And the bad guy stopped moving. Why? Huh? What do you mean, why? Why wasn't the bad guy moving? Well, it's because the Steel Samurai brought him to justice. And how exactly did he do that? How did he do it? With a samurai kick and a samurai punch and a samurai chop, samurai slap, something like that. Still being vague about this. How should I play this? So let's wait a second. We're gonna judge might keep me from continuing. I'll see if I can see how the rest of this goes. You do after the bad guy fell, Cody. Actually, the fight was so intense I kinda got scared, so I went straight home. Something isn't adding up here. Something about his account doesn't seem right. Phoenix? That doesn't seem right because he's being deliberately vague. Press him on the facts. Find out what he saw. So the two things right now are this, which he says he has photos of every time he's won, which would include this time, but also this. He didn't talk about the spear at all. Okay. Okay. Yeah, apparently no one questions that. Do I have to actually do I just have to press him more? What? Oh, okay, yes. You just do what the game tells you to do, I suppose. Something's bothering you. Before you said you couldn't take your eyes off the action. Yeah, so what? Yet you missed the most important part. What is the meaning of this? The witness has stated what he saw quite clearly. You know as well as I do that he's being vague. Tell me, what kind of murderer uses a samurai slap? My point is this, Cody, you may have seen some Steel Samurais fight. But you missed the most important part, the killing blow! Order, Mr. Wright. How could this be? Can you explain how you might have missed something so vital? Well, that's the thing. I believe you're on the right track with this. Think, why didn't Cody see the climax of the fight? Why wouldn't you watch? Your Honor, I have evidence. Evidence? Yes, Your Honor. Why did Cody look away from the fight? Because he was taking photos. Here's my proof. Proof? Oh, okay. Was it the camera? Was he taking a photo? Here's my proof. What's that? The camera? Stated he recently received his camera. I'm aware of that. He wasn't entirely familiar with the operation. I'm aware of that too. Ah, correct. Why would Cody be looking somewhere else at a critical moment? Because he was looking at his camera. Sure. That's... okay. Hey! Bullseye. What's your problem, Pops? You gotta think for picking on little kids? Pressing, not picking. Cody was lying, clearly. Smart of you to realize that there's no way he could just stand there watching his hero. Not take a picture. Right. Cody? There was only one reason why you would have looked away from the fight. That's because you wanted to take a picture. Having just received your camera, you weren't used to using it yet. So you missed the climax of the fight, correct? Yeah. I bet you anything he's hiding more than that. Have him testify again. Your Honor, the defense would like to request that Cody Hackins testify once more. Very well. Cody, could you please tell us about your camera and about why you didn't take a picture of the fight? Welcome to the real world, kid. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Put the nice lady back on screen, please. Get this brat out of here. They don't need to see what's about to happen next. Yeah, you're right, Pops. Steel Samurai had just escaped from the clutches of the villain. So I held up my camera to take a picture, but the lens wouldn't open that time, so I missed it. That's all that happened. Yep. Anything strange in that testimony, Mr. Wright? I'm not sure. But I'd like to proceed with cross-examination anyways. The book! We have the book! Yeah, you're right, Pops. Steel Samurai just escaping the clutches of his villain. So you did see the beginning of the fight? Yeah. Did you notice anything unusual? I guess the Steel Samurai was moving a little strange. Moving strangely. Why couldn't you take a picture? My new camera has too many buttons, I couldn't figure it out. I tried to take a picture, I really tried. The lens wouldn't open, I missed it. When the lens opened, what did you see? Well, a person on the ground and the Steel Samurai. That's all? Yeah, I told you I didn't take a picture. I would've. Once I got that lens open. Did he really not take a picture? Press him hard. I definitely would have taken a picture. There's got to be something here I can use. Cody, listen up. Atkins, I know exactly what happened that day. You took a picture. Hey! Bullseye? How do you know? I see through all your lies, Cody Hackins. It's one of my powers. Wow, this feels great. Yeah, I took a picture. Perhaps you can change your testimony to reflect this, Cody. I took a few shots, but it was too late, so I erased them. You erased them? Yeah. Why would you erase a picture of your beloved Steel Samurai victorious? Well, you know, why would I want to keep a picture like that? He's becoming less and less cooperative. I better find a clear contradiction soon or some solid evidence. Yeah. Cody! What? Man, every time you say Cody, you follow it with something bad. I wanted to thank you for giving me this the other day. Huh? Oh, right. What was it you told me then? I go to every live performance. I always take a picture when the Steel Samurai lands the final blow. Wazam! I got them all. I never missed one. A perfect collection. Cody, did you really get a picture of the Steel Samurai standing victorious over his foe? If you did, I find it hard to believe that you would just erase it. Wouldn't you keep it for your album? Oh! I like this face. Absolutely terrified. Mr. Wright, what exactly is this album? It's called Path to Glory. It's a collection of pictures of the Steel Samurai all taken by Cody Hackins. Claims it's a perfect collection of every battle the Steel Samurai has won. I see. Don't you find this very odd, Your Honor? Among all his pictures of the Steel Samurai, none were taken that day. Order, Mr. Wright, have you an explanation? If the Steel Samurai had just defeated his adversary, I certainly would expect to see a picture of it in this album. Exactly my point, Your Honor. No, wait, I think we finally discovered the truth. And what a truth is. Mia, are we sure about this? Did he actually? Yes, I'm pretty sure what you're thinking is right. Tell them, Phoenix. Tell them what the truth is. That's right, please explain to the court what is going on here. Why was there no picture from the album on the day of the murder? Why would the boy have erased the photos he took? The Steel Samurai didn't win. I can think of only one reason, Your Honor. The Steel Samurai didn't win. That's why Cody deleted those photos. You mean the Steel Samurai lost? Well, Cody, I'm right, aren't I? Tell them the truth. The bad guy defeated the Steel Samurai. No way! No, it's impossible. The Steel Samurai never loses. He never loses to anyone, ever! Your Honor, the witness has revealed everything with his words. There was a reason why he lied and told us he didn't take a picture. Same reason he erased his precious photos. For Cody, it was inconceivable that the Steel Samurai could be defeated. However, Cody witnessed the impossible. He saw the Steel Samurai lose. Yet to admit what he saw would destroy everything he believed in. That's why he lied and said the Steel Samurai won. He couldn't handle the truth. You can't handle the truth! I mean, getting a 7-year-old to testify is already not very reliable. Order, I'll order witness. I mean, Cody, is this true? What did you see? Tell the court what you saw. Oh no, we lost him. Cody, that day you saw the Steel Samurai lose a fight, right? Okay. You're right. The Steel Samurai fell down, then he didn't move. Order! What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright? The Steel Samurai was the murderer, not the victim. Yet according to the witness testimony, the Steel Samurai was the one who fell. He's gonna punch a hole through the gavel with that. What's going on? Apparently we've all made a serious error. An error? What's this about? You understand what happened? It's all quite simple. At the end of the Steel Samurai fell to the ground and lay still. In other words, the Steel Samurai was not the killer, he was the victim, don't you see? Jack Hammer was the Steel Samurai. But he was in the costume. Oh, but there was no blood in it. Order, order, order. So the Steel Samurai in this photograph, you're saying that the man in this costume was the victim, Mr. Jack Hammer. That's what I'm saying, Your Honor. Jack Hammer was present at the action scene run through that morning. Thus he obviously knew about Will Powers' foot injury. But wait, Mr. Hammer gone to Studio 1 already? That's what everyone thought. Remember what Miss Oldbag said in her testimony. Day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Did I see some poor old Hammer? Nope. He had already gone to the studio before I got back to the guard station. Jack Hammer left the employee area after lunch. However, no one saw him going to Studio 1, nor was there a picture of him. He waited for Mr. Powers to take a nap in his dressing room, and he snuck into the dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai costume. But why would the victim do such a thing? I don't know. I get it. I thought that the Steel Samurai was moving strange, so it was a different person inside the suit. Pops! Oh, me? What? Actually, there was one piece of data I saved. Oh great, you could have told us this earlier. Photo on my digital camera. What? Show us! Quick! No way, man, not if you're gonna look at me like that. No! Just is 3 old men berating this child. Here, this is it. Well, looking at this, it's all a little hard to say. Afraid that could be anyone in the costume. You're painting, Mr. Wright? I agree, Your Honor. This isn't decisive evidence. Sorry, it doesn't look like the proof we need. I'll give it back. Wait, Phoenix, Mia? What? Look at that photo once more. That's it, Phoenix. That photo is all the evidence you need to win this trial. What? Your Honor, may I see that photo one more time, please? Certainly, I don't see why not. Show him. There's a glaring, decisive inconsistency with the facts as we know them in this photo. What, that he went to Studio 2? Your Honor, look at this. I see. A gate? Might I draw your attention to the number on that gate? The number? Ah yes, well, it's hard to see, but it looks like a 2. Clearly not a 1, Your Honor, correct? I believe Mr. Edgeworth sees what I'm getting at. But, that's impossible! What's this all about? Please explain so that I might be shocked along with the rest of the court. I'll use the studio guide map. The body was found here in Studio 1. However, what do we see in this photo at the time taken of the murder? It does not say 1 on that gate in the photo. Your Honor, here is the true scene of the crime. He died in Studio 2. Here, at Studio 2, I see, so that would explain the 2 on the gate in the photo. Your Honor, I find it very significant that the murder took place in Studio 2. The path was blocked. Path to the trailer was blocked. So we have heard. The path was blocked at 2:15. In other words, the victim went to Studio 2 before that time. Yes, I suppose that would be the case. Remember Mr. Salmonella's testimony, allow me to remind the court. He said that no one in the trailer was guilty because they could not have gone to Studio 1. Yet in actuality, the reverse was true. Only someone in the trailer could have committed this murder. They were the only ones with access to the scene of the crime, Studio 2. As you may recall, there was a trailer in Studio 2. Now, on that day a meeting was held in that very trailer. There was a break in the meeting corresponding to the time of death. During that break, Mr. Salmonella and Mr. De Vesquez were outside eating steak. They were at the scene of the crime. Order, order. The defense makes the following claims. Scene of the crime was Studio 2. The person that the security guard saw and the security guard Mr. Oldbag saw was the victim, Mr. Jack Hammer. Mr. Hammer, for some reason, stole a Steel Samurai costume. And then he went to Studio 2. This is madness. Jack Hammer is the victim. The victim! Why would he steal a Steel Samurai costume? Are you suggesting that he did it so he could cover up the details of his own murder? Well, no, of course not. Or do you have proof? Give me proof that the victim, Jack Hammer, stole the costume. I have proof. You do? You do, Mr. Wright? Now that they're so surprised, I'm suddenly much less confident. I think I'm right, though. Here's my proof that Jack Hammer stole the costume. Well, there's the sleeping pills. We haven't done anything with it, so it just seems like process of elimination. This is it, an empty medicine bottle? I found this on the table in the employee area. Same table where Mr. Hammer and Mr. Powers ate. The label reads sleeping pills. Sleeping pills? The defendant, Mr. Powers, spent that entire afternoon sleeping. He was drugged by Mr. Hammer. Wait a moment. That bottle does raise some suspicions, yes, but there's no proof that Mr. Hammer used it. Your Honor, I have an idea. I want to say fingerprinting wouldn't work because we've touched it already. We just find our own fingerprints. Testing his blood sounds like it could work because I don't know what they would possibly find on his body other than pills. Would it have like already been like broken down in his blood by now? It's been a while. Let's just say examine his body. An idea, Mr. Wright? What would that be? Or we should examine Mr. Hammer's body. I thought that it was Mr. Powers who was made to take sleeping pills. Indeed it was, Your Honor. On again. Oh, Your Honor. Okay. Should we just fingerprint the bottle then? An idea? Let's hear it. I want to check the bottle for fingerprints. My claim is true. Mr. Hammer's fingerprints should show up in this bottle. Okay, sure. And no one else's. Not ours, not Maya's, not anyone's. Court will take possession of the bottle. Empty bottle given to the judge. I figured it wouldn't be in his blood that long after. I don't know how sleeping pills work, like melatonin or something. Court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Cody Hacken's testimony has released new possibilities for the case, and examining have been very differently than we previously thought. Steel Samurai, seen by Mrs. Oldbag, may have been the victim, Jack Hammer. The scene of the crime was not Studio 1, but Studio 2. Those in the trailer did have time to commit the murder. Mr. Wright, yes, Your Honor. Your homework is to find answer to the following question. Why would Mr. Hammer steal the Steel Samurai costume? Also, who killed him and why? Find the answers for me by tomorrow. That's a lot of homework. You will need to reconsider your stance in this case. Above all, you will need to reconsider your suspicion of Mr. Will Powers, as you say, Your Honor. Trial is extended until tomorrow. This will be the last extension. Very well, court is adjourned. So the fence that was bent. If I'm going to make a prediction right now, he stole the costume so he could like pretend he was Will Powers to negotiate like a contract or something. Maybe they were booting Jack Hammer off the show. They got into a scuffle, he fell on the fence and died, and they had to cover it up. That would be my guess, but I mean, there's no motives or anything. That was a close one. We were saved by a hair, but that's all that counts. I thought seriously about going home about 3 times during that trial. Me too. Really? You both seem so confident. Ha! Maybe I should take up a career in acting. I was ready to pronounce you dead about 3 times back there. Me too. Dead? Oh ho, of course you're kidding. Are you sure? I wasn't kidding. Now, Mr. Powers, we have to go make our final investigation. But I promise you we'll find the true killer by tomorrow's trial. Right, thanks. Overthinking it? I mean, I guess, I don't know, I mean, there's a lot of death in this game, which makes me think, oh, this is for adults, but then it's like, this is on the Game Boy Advance. Was this a kid's game? So it's like simple. That was a close one, huh, Mia? Really? Too bad I'm sorry I missed it. Maya? So what happened? Well, I think I got a pretty good idea who did it. All I need is a motive and proof. Wow, good going, Nick. Under the initial trial system, tomorrow's the last day we have. Initial trial? What's that? It's a new court system they introduced 2 or 3 years ago. They had so many cases in the system they decided to speed the whole process up. So under that system, trials have to end in 3 days? Yeah, pretty much. Well, we have no time to waste. So what is Maya doing the whole time when she's being possessed? She's just in the ghost realm? I don't get it, Maya. Why would Mr. Hammer steal the Steel Samurai costume? What? You mean Mr. Hammer was wearing the costume? Yeah. But Mr. Hammer was the victim, Nick. Why would he go through the trouble of stealing it? That's what we have to find out. What happened with the director's testimony? Well, it's pretty clear both the producer and the director were in the trailer. It means that the killer has to be one of them. Really? Why? Because the real scene of the crime was Studio 2, where that trailer is. What? Huh? Was Maya always this excitable? Well, have you noticed anything that might help us? I can't see what's going on when Mia's here, so no, I haven't noticed anything. Right. Maybe we should go to WP? Low powers. Mr. Wright, you did very well again today. Thank you. Oh, thanks. Could you not look like you're about to burst into tears? Wow, Nick, you must have really wowed him in there. And could you wipe that grin off your face? Hey, WP, only one day left. Let's make it count. Yes, there's not really anything I can do to help. I'm not really sure what I can do either. Please, this is no laughing matter. Could you tell me more about Mrs. Vasquez? Well, the producer. She's well respected in the industry. They say she's a genius. A genius? She's been at the Global Studios for 5 years now. Right or wrong, nobody dares tell her different these days. Why is that? Ever since she came on board, we have nothing but hits. Global Studios was on its knees, but she picked it up and made it shine. Oh, and what? Nothing, forget it. I've only heard rumors anyhow. Tell me everything! Can you tell me about Mr. Manila? He used to be a minor straight-to-video director. Something in his work caught Vasquez's eye. She brought the Steel Samurai idea to him. Now everyone knows the name Sal Manila. It's pretty much at her beck and call, though. Whenever she says jump, he asks how high and all that. I can imagine him being at her beck and call, though I can't imagine him jumping. I was wondering about Mr. Hammer. He was a big star back in the day, right? But then he just dropped off the face of the earth. Oh, yes, you're right. In fact, he was my role model when I started in this business. But he just stopped taking on big roles. That's when he began appearing in little productions at Global. How could he do that? I was really looking forward to a sequel to Samurai Summer. He just gave up being a star 5 years ago. Actually, now that I think about it, that was right when Miss Vasquez came to Global. 5 years ago? I need to talk to Penne. Penne knows the secret. The old windbag sure is quiet today. You know, this place is really peaceful like this. Nick, I think our guard's down. Yeah? But we could even eat those donuts on the guard station if we wanted. You eat, you die. Phew, she's alive. I was wondering about Dee Vasquez, the producer. Oh, the studio bigwigs love her. She always gets her way. She seems a bitter. Do you not like the producer? Look, the studio people don't want me talking about her, so sorry. Can I ask you about Sal Manila, the director? Sal, he's soft, a pushover, does whatever Vasquez tells him to. She treats him like dirt, but I think he likes it. Huh? Why would anyone like being treated like dirt? That doesn't make any sense, does it, Nick? No it doesn't, Maya. They were ahead of their time when they wrote that, unless the localization changed that. About Mr. Hammer. Ugh! I heard about what you said today, cheeky whippersnapper. Poor Hammer. You drag his star down from the sky and stomp on it. Calling him a criminal, a thief. I won't forget this. Uh-oh, she's really pissed this time. You listen to me, whippersnapper. My poor old Hammer would never do such a thing. Why would he steal Powers' costume so he could sneak by me? He would never stoop so low. It's impossible! I guess they're not filming today either. I didn't want to see them filming just one time. This trial will be over and done by tomorrow. You can come over and see the film later. I guess. This is where you found that bottle of sleeping pills, right? Uh-huh. I wonder if there's any other clues lying around. Yeah! No touching. Oh, sorry, pal. Didn't mean to frighten you. Didn't mean. I almost had a heart attack. I guess it can be a little dramatique at times. I suppose it's the actor in me. Dramatique indeed. Anyways, I'm here to examine that plate on the table. Wait, are you looking for sleeping pills? Yeah, pal. Traces thereof. So you're looking for traces of sleeping pills. How? For a thorough examination, I gotta take the plate back to the precinct. But I have the capabilities to make a cursory examination right here. Our science guy gave me some testing solution. This reacts to the sleeping pills. See? There are traces, it'll change color. Wow, neat. Well, Detective Gumshoe, what are you waiting for? No, everything in due time, pal. Well, the testing solution on the plate changed color, alright. So the food on this plate had been laced with sleeping pills. Looks like it. How goes your investigation? To tell the truth, it's a real mess, pal. Some people think we should pursue the case we already have against Powers. Some people think we should switch suspects. What do you think, Detective Gumshoe? Well, pal, I hate to admit it, but I'm not sure I'd buy the case against Mr. Powers anymore. I feel kinda bad for Mr. Edgeworth, though. How's Edgeworth doing, anyways? Mr. Edgeworth is out of control! He was in the waiting room and he crushed this paper cup with hot coffee with it. Whoa. Talk about burns, pal. Oh, the fury of Edgeworth. Yeah, crushing paper cups. Cups. Bottles? See, whatever happened to that empty bottle? Oh, the bottle of sleeping pills? Well, I got some good news for you about that. Found the victim, Jack Hammer's prints on the bottle. So that means... Yep, it sounds like the one who put Powers to sleep was none other than the victim. So I was right. We're just gonna leave this grate forever. Ah, they've seen wisdom at last. They know if they fix it, I just kick it off again. That poor assistant. Means of employees not just get around. Everyone's probably too shocked to clean up. Team on sake. Alright, let's skedaddle. Oh, Spinny! Hello. What are you doing here? Oh, I was just cleaning up the dressing room. This WP won't be using it anymore, so... What? Why? The WP's innocent. Yes, and I'm really grateful for all you've done, but... This week is the last episode of the Steel Samurai. What? No! I was wondering if I could ask you about Mr. Hammer. Yes, on the day of the murder, he went to Studio 2. Huh? I thought he went to Studio 1. He stole the Steel Samurai costume too. What? Why would Mr. Hammer do something like that? Oh, I guess the rumor must be true then. The rumor? Yeah, Miss Vasquez, that producer has some kind of hold on Hammer. She had some dirt on him. It said he'd do anything she said, apparently. Some dirt? What dirt? Dirt, you know, bad stuff. I know what dirt means. About 5 years ago, they were filming a movie starring Mr. Hammer. They were using the new studio, Studio 2. Some sort of accident happened during filming. After that, they never used Studio 2 again. They left the film set the way it was too. The film set? Was that trailer part of the film set then? What do you mean, the last Steel Samurai? I know it's a shock, but nothing can be done to save it now. Whoever really did kill Mr. Hammer also signed the Steel Samurai's death warrant. No. Also, I hear that Global Studios is going to change its programming. They're not going to make kids shows anymore. What? Why? I don't know. It's sad. That's what Global Studios decided. Why aren't they going to make kids shows anymore? Studio bigwigs don't want the Steel Samurai around anymore. They want to forget all this ever happened. They want it quiet, you understand? How can they just do that? What about the kids who love Steel Samurai? It's okay, I'm sure the kids will be fine. They'll find a new hero to follow. No, that can't be true. If the program just ends, they'll be heartbroken for sure. Nick, say something. Yeah. I think evidence rather than words is called for here. Here, take a look at this. Take that! A fan collected all these photographs. The kids love the Steel Samurai. The show shouldn't be cancelled just so some adults can save face. I would think you would understand that better than anyone. You're right. Okay. Well, what can I do? Well, for starters, you can tell me something. Tell me what it is that Global Studios is so intent on hiding. Tell me about this accident 5 years ago. Okay. Could you tell us what happened 5 years ago? Well, I can tell you what I've heard. Apparently 5 years ago someone died, and it was Hammer's fault. Someone died? It was an accident, of course. Anyway, the producer, Miss Vasquez, managed to hush it up. And that's the dirt she had on Hammer? That's why Mr. Hammer would do anything Miss Vasquez asked him to do. But it was an accident, right? Why didn't they just make it public? Well, you know, Mr. Hammer was a big star back then. They were afraid about what would happen to his career if word got out. I see. So, you know who knows more about this Miss Oldbag? She was here at the studios back then. Thanks, we'll try asking her. If she'll talk. Gumfuck. What, you're still slinking around? If you like the place so much, then why don't you take over for me? The old windbag doesn't look so good. Everyone's doing their darndest to forget Hammer. Who do you think made Global Studios what it is today? Hammer! It's all due to Hammer! She's starting to froth at the mouth, Nick. Maybe we should keep a safe distance? I wanted to ask you about 5 years ago. Who told? Who did you hear that from? Nichols? Nichols? Nichols, Nick. Penny Nichols, the assistant we talked to. Oh, right. Anyway, we heard about the accident. It was during filming with Jack Hammer. He killed a man, didn't he? Whippersnappers! Dreading up dirt on someone past like that! And the recently departed, no less. I suppose you think this is fun? No, I'm just doing my job to protect Mr. Powers. And you claim that Hammer stole Powers' costume. You expect me to believe that rubbish? Or do you have some kind of proof? Proof that Hammer stole the Powers costume? I have proof. Here's my proof. What? What's this little empty bottle supposed to prove? It's a bottle of sleeping pills. Mr. Hammer's fingerprints on it. What does that prove? I'm sure old Hammer had some sleepless nights. Proof that he used pills on Powers. Mr. Powers ate a T-bone steak for lunch, correct? Well, yes, so this is the plate that he used to eat that steak. There are traces of sleeping pill powder on that plate. I see. Poor Hammer. You did wrong, Hammer. Rest your soul. This old bag? Okay, you win. I'll talk. I'm tired, see? Tired of holding it all in. Miss Oldbag, you're right. 5 years ago there was an accident. A fatal accident. What's worth, a paparazzi took a photo of it. That photo, well, it caused quite a stir. And guess who made it all better? Vasquez. She has ties to the Mafia? She silenced that paparazzi. That was the beginning. After that she became a force reckoned with here at the studio. I see. But you have to understand, poor old Hammer never meant any harm to anyone. Miss Oldbag. Hold on a minute. Here, take this. A photograph? Wait a second. This is the picture. This is the trailer in Studio 2. Hammer was supposed to fight with a bad guy on the top of the stairs there. Pushed the other actor. The man fell into the flower box fence. But how did you get this? It was a long time ago. I don't feel much like talking about it. I understand. It's a pretty low angle. Just get. Let's go talk to Hammer. Did you know about this? Oh, okay. You're no help at all. I feel like the visual novel, like, you would take the opportunity to write as much stuff as you possibly could. Think back, Nick, to the day of the murder. Mr. Hammer put on the Steel Samurai costume, then he left from here to go to Studio 2. But why? I wonder if someone called him, like the director or the producer? Hey Nick, it's Miss Vasquez. Hello? Hello? Did my phone just ring? I've been getting like 8 billion emails ever since I volunteered for this stupid thing. Okay, I need to silence these notifications eventually. H-E-L-L-O! Maya, you should at least try to be polite. I'm watching the clouds. That's all she has to say, apparently. There's some flowers here. Wow, so pretty. They're taking good care of these. Don't get too close. That fence looks dangerous. Yep. Excuse me. Mr. Hammer came here on the day of the murder and... Shh. Perhaps you didn't hear me. I'm watching the clouds. I'm not interested in talking to you. Do something, Nick. She's really ticking me off. Oh dear. I think I'm tired of the Steel Samurai. You did it, Nick. She did it. She's the killer. My Fey blood speaks to me. I know it. I know it. Oh dear. I wonder if you could tell me about Mr. Manila. You must talk about that man. Perhaps you could go and talk about it in the trailer. By yourselves? Oh dear. Let's head inside. Wasn't the assistant cleaning up yesterday? Funny, it still seems pretty messy in here. I guess she was still on a high from getting that rare card she needed. Designing a set from Steel Samurai. This is where they had that meeting. Posters. Feels kind of wrong to just show her the photo. I feel like that gets me in more trouble than it's worth. Detective Gumshoe must have left by now. He's probably thinking about what to do in tomorrow's trial. But Edgeworth is pretty angry with him. Sister must have gone off somewhere. That stuff about Mr. Hammer must have come as a shock to her. Look, there's red paint. It's suspicious. Never mind. He's not even looking. Where? What? Where did you get that? well. Old bag. Old? She means the security lady. Right, anyway. Miss Vasquez, you hid this incident from the press, didn't you? And used it to control Mr. Hammer. The wind, it's gone stronger, don't you think? The wind? The conversation interests me. Let's talk about it more inside the trailer. Nick, she went inside the trailer. This is where the fight scene happens. Okay, well, what was it you're talking about? Miss Vasquez, you were using that accident. You were blackmailing Mr. Hammer so you could control him, weren't you? That's why he was doing kids shows for petty change. So I'm a blackmailer now? Well, that's what it was, wasn't it? I mean, sure it was an accident, but you used it to drag Mr. Hammer down from his rightful place as a star. Oh, I haven't pulled anyone down from anywhere. Mr. Hammer's career went sour of its own accord. But you were the cause, you pressured him. And to think it was just an accident. Excuse me, what's this all about? You keep saying accident, accident. How are you so sure? What do you mean? Must I spell everything out for you? Think, what would it be if it wasn't an accident? No, no way, you mean Mr. Hammer did it on purpose? That's what I mean. Where's your proof? Can you prove it? Humph, just think. Would he have let me run his life for 5 years over a mere accident? And I ran him hard, believe you me. But the security lady said it was an accident. Oh, well, she's a big fan of Hammers, you see. She jumped on the reporter who brought that photo into the studio. She wrenched it out of his hands, she did, give him a few bruises too. So that's why she had the photo. She's an old fool. Of course, the reporters would need his negatives. He could have made a copy, but he didn't. The only copy of that photo is the one you hold. To give it to me now. What? This is valuable evidence? Oh. Who are they? Professionals. They're good at erasing various things. Would you like to be erased? The trial ends tomorrow? How unfortunate. It's a shame you'll have to miss it. Tell me why. Why do you want this photograph so badly? This is Mr. Hammer's dirt, no? Why would D. Vasquez care about it at all? I'm sure you'll have plenty of time to think about that where you're going. So long, friends. No. Hold her right there. I heard everything, pal. D. Vasquez, you're coming down to the precinct with me now. Not bad. Very well. It appears that this contest will be decided tomorrow then, in court. I'll be looking forward to it. I mean, having 4 Mafia guys as part of your squad, I think it kind of puts you in a bad light. Like, I don't think we need evidence to prove you've done something bad here. Like, you got fucking Johnny Sins, fucking Skinny Penis, Big Chungus, and, I don't know, Solid Snake over here. Penne! Hey, you okay, pal? Sorry I was a little late with my entrance. I don't get many chances to practice that sort of thing. Detective Gumshoe, thank you, thank you, thank you. I was really scared. Yeah, they were gonna kill a fucking 17-year-old. Don't mention it, pal, I'm just doing my job. Detective Gumshoe? Sorry, it's just... I wanted to say that line ever since I became a detective. Okay, I've got one more job to do today. I'm sure we'll run each other again soon. Well, Nick, it looks like we're close to getting to the bottom of this. And who's at the bottom? D. Vasquez. These nut... Don't profile them. Woke up from a nap. Big snoozing. Dude, last night I opened Pokerogue to look at it again because I didn't finish that run. I'll be honest, I've been scumming super hard to see how far I can get, and I've just been thinking about playing it again. Now that I'm done with volunteering stuff, I don't have to stress about time. October 28th, disregard. Oh, okay, I think we're getting to the end of this case pretty quickly. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Bowers. Prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Defense is ready, Your Honor. Today will be the final day of this trial. I hope both the prosecution and defense will be able to present decisive evidence. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement. In yesterday's session, the defense presented us with a new theory for this case. He claims that the scene of the crime was in fact Studio 2. Today I will call on people present in Studio 2, the trailer that day. From their testimonies, the truth will become clear. Very well, Edgeworth seems a bit on edge today. For what it's worth. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. The prosecution calls Mr. D. Vasquez to the stand. Mr. D. Vasquez is a producer who was present in Studio 2 that trailer that day. They let her smoke in court. Will the witness state her name and occupation? D. Vasquez, I'm a producer for Global Studios. Oh, that was much easier than the last times. On the day of the murder, you were in trailer Studio 2. As everyone here knows, yes. I dislike needless banter. If you must pontificate, do it when I'm not here. Very well, Ms. Vasquez. Please give the court your testimony concerning the day of the murder. Nick, I know she did it. Make her pay! If she's guilty, I catch her with her pants down, so to speak. The day of the murder. I entered the trailer, a little before noon. The meeting began at 12 o'clock sharp. It ended at 4. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. We found Hammer's body later when we all went to Studio 1. That's all. In Ghost Trick, Jowd says, just doing my job when he saves Lynn. Oh right, Jowd is Big Chungus. Damn. Different times. Hostile witness. I still remember smoking sections at diners being a thing as a kid, yeah. I remember a restaurant I went to. Well, I visited it because we ordered food from there. We picked it up, but I think they had like a smoking section too. It was like at the back. Came in 2004. I have a question about one part of your testimony. You were fatigued, so you had Sal take you. The van. There's a van at Studio 2. I had him take me in that. I thought it might be risky to walk with that monkey's head toppling over. I see. Very well, Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination. This is the final bell, Nick. Let's do it. Entered the trailer, a little before noon. By yourself? Yes. And you didn't stop in the employee area? No. Are you always this terse? Yes. Oh dear. Did no one leave during the meeting? No one. Come on, let's talk about it a bit more than that. The witness did not come here to engage in idle conversation. Stop interrupting the testimony. The same could be said to you, Mr. Edgeworth. And please stop banging on the little desk, it hurts my ears. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. And when exactly was that? I've forgotten. Maybe you could try remembering? No. The meeting ended at 4, and the rehearsal was scheduled at 5. I would think it was between those times. You would think? Come on, all you did was state the obvious, Edgeworth. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. Hold on. You had Sal take you? What does that mean? It means what I just said. I had Sal take me in the Studio 2 van. Oh, alright. Well, I wonder what rating this game got. I can look it up right now. Phoenix Wright. Actually, wait, does it say on the Steam page? T for teen, okay. Yeah, blood, suggestive themes, use of tobacco. "2:30, took a 15-minute break in the meeting. And what were you doing in that time? Don't hit your desk, it irritates me. Yeah, Mr. Wright. Oops. It was a 50-minute break. A T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. Do you have someone who can verify this? Sal? No, I mean someone else. One person is enough. If she committed murder during that break, she wouldn't have had time to eat a T-bone steak. I had some evidence that proves she didn't eat that steak. Well, Nick, find anything? Kinda wish she said a little more. It's hard. And she's pretty used to being the boss. But I'm sure you'll find something that... some kind of contradiction in what she said somewhere. Right, so there's no bone, which is something I thought about earlier. As I thought, you claim you ate a T-bone steak, but I say you did not. What's this now? Look at this. It's a plate. This plate was on the table in the employee area. As you can see, a large bone has been left behind. You know, one thing I think about is they said the assistant cooked the steaks. Like, Penny cooked these. Can't we just ask her how many she cooked? Is that not an option? As you can see, a large bone has been left behind. Mr. Wright, need I remind you, it was a T-bone steak. Exactly my point. Remember, if you will, Miss Vasquez and Miss Manila ate at a table outside the trailer. Yet there were no bones left on the plates. The plates were bare. Miss Vasquez? Tell me, how can a person eat a T-bone steak and not leave the bone? I think I know how. You ate the bone too! You didn't eat the steak. You didn't eat any steak during that break. You took your steak and threw it somewhere, like that incinerator. Oh, I was kind of hoping they would ask us to point out where the bones could have gone. Police pick, you ate the bones! I'm sorry, Rick. I want to win. I think after this, I'll look up like what the other options do, maybe. If there's like a long play or something, and maybe we'll see what happens. By a little before noon? You mean 12 PM, yes? Here, let me... Here's the BRB. I put this on the BRB. Poor Edgeworth can't live up to reputation of someone like Saul Goodman. By Studio 2, you mean the studio before 1, right? Always edging for success. Evidence must be in the stinks. Objection. Attorney's badge. I win. A large bone to examine. This bone was clearly from a rib. That also, yeah, it doesn't look like a T-bone at all. I see. Then what was Miss Vasquez doing during her break? Isn't it obvious, Your Honor? She was meeting the Steel Samurai. She was meeting with the Steel Samurai. Order. Are you saying? Yes, Your Honor. As Miss Vasquez left the trailer to eat her steak, she ran into the Steel Samurai, and then you did it. You killed him with your own hands. Mr. Wright! Isn't that a little presumptuous? What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright? Let him claim what he wants. You say I did it? Yes. Fascinating. And here I was worrying that today would be as boring as all the rest. Very well. Let us have a battle of wits, you and I. Any day, Vasquez. Good luck, Nick. Let's see, what was that murder weapon again? Oh yes, the samurai spear. Yes. I am, as you can see, a woman of petite stature. How could I possibly use that heavy spear as a weapon? I mean, you have 4 Mafia croonies following you around. I'm pretty sure they could have done it. Oh, there's an oh, sorry. I have desktop audio. I had that on for a second. But I also have monitoring the microphone on. Here, I'll turn that off. That was just so I could tell if my audio was all broken. How could I possibly use that heavy spear as a weapon? I don't know, Sal was with you. I think you would have a great deal of difficulty using that as a weapon. Pretty much anyone would. Huh, you see? Yes, however, that has no bearing on this case. Meaning, the samurai spear was not the murder weapon. What? What is the meaning of this? The spear was found lying next to the victim's body. I have proof, Your Honor. To prove that the samurai spear was not used as a murder weapon. The photo? He was hit with the van? I haven't said anything yet. I know well enough by now when you're going to present the wrong evidence. I can sense it too with my fey blood. Okay, I picked the wrong evidence. Oh, okay. Let me think about it. Was it just like the costume? Now they have me confused. I was genuinely thinking like, oh, he got run over by the van. The so-called murder weapon. But that is the murder weapon. Not so fast. Remember that the spear broke during the morning action scene run-through, but someone fixed it with fixed the spear. It was the security lady. She fixed it with duct tape. Now tell me, how is it possible for someone to stab a man who is wearing a thick costume with this, through the chest? Mr. Wright, what are you blah blah blah. Think about what you're— Silence! I'm the one testifying here and I will be heard. Are you quite sane? Are you even aware of what you're saying? The samurai spear was not the murder weapon, then pray tell what was. How was Hammer killed? I mean, he was speared through the chest. Your confidence can be sometimes unfounded, Mr. Wright. Very well, let's see this murder weapon then. Look at this photo. What is this? Why, that's Jack Hammer standing on top of the stairs. Order, order. If I cannot have order, this trial will be suspended. Mr. Wright, what is this all about? This photograph is from 5 years ago. There was an unfortunate accident at Global Studios. This is a photo of that very accident. Not a word of this was leaked outside. It was close kept secret at the studios. What does this have to do with the current case? Mr. Edgeworth, you still can't see it? See the fallen man in this photo? How the fence post pierced him through the chest? What? Are you saying? Yes. What happened 5 years ago has happened again. Oh my god! KFC commercial where the guy screams in fear, "I ate the bones?" I don't think I've seen that. That's right, continue. It's 2:30 p.m. on the day of the murder. Miss Steve Vasquez meets Jack Hammer outside the Studio 2 trailer. Then she did it. She pushed Mr. Hammer off the stairs onto the fence. Just like Mr. Hammer himself had done 5 years ago. Whether she did on purpose or by accident, I cannot say. In other words, the victim, Mr. Hammer, he died in the same way that he caused another man to die. Where's your evidence? Look at this photograph. Every time I do it makes me laugh. 5 years ago. That really hurt out. Where's that clip of Joel? He's like scat rapping, photographing, he's like wheezing every time. Ironic, isn't it? Oh, very creative, Mr. Wright. I could use a man like you on my script writing staff. You deny that what I say is true? Mr. Wright, let's say, for the sake of argument, that Hammer died at the trailer as you say. Yet the body was found in Studio 1, was it not? And in the evil magistrate's costume, no less. Are you then claiming that I carried the body to Studio 1 and returned to the trailer all in the span of a 15-minute break? How could I have disposed of the body? The break in the meeting of the trailer lasted 15 minutes, from 2:30 to 2:45. Could Jack Hammer have been pushed off the stairs to his death, then carried to Studio 1 and placed inside his costume? There wasn't enough time. Indeed. Well, Mr. Wright, how could she have dealt with the body? She had another way. What if she had another way to carry the body other than with her own hands? For instance? For that matter, there was no need for her to do the deed in 15 minutes. And there was a way for you to carry that body. Interesting. Let's hear it then, Mr. Wright. Please show us how she carried the body to the van. Miss Vasquez, you carried the body to Studio 1, and you used the studio van to do it. Recall your testimony. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. There's a van there, right? I had Sal driving me. You used the van to carry the body to Studio 1, then before everyone else got there, you put the body into the magistrate costume. Hold on, right, don't forget, it was Sal Manella that drove the van. Are you suggesting that Mr. Manella was a conspirator? Of course he was. Of course Sal Manella has to have been a conspirator. The body had to be placed in the van and put into costume. There's no way Mr. Vasquez could have done that alone. Don't forget that they had to dispose of the steel samurai costume. They had to because it was covered in Mr. Hammer's blood. They probably burned it in that small incinerator. Well, Mr. Vasquez, shall I continue? No need. You're smarter than you look, Mr. Wright. Humph. I lose, you win. It was fun. I win? So what happens next? Don't me? Don't you have anything to say? What would you like me to say? Huh? I lost? Something like that? I just said that. Wait, so you mean the Vasquez, so it was you? You killed Jackhammer? Who can say? Huh? Are you sure I did, Mr. Wright? We just engaged in a battle of wits, and the result of that battle? You proved the possibility that I murdered Hammer. Right. But that is only a possibility. Proof is another thing altogether. You lack decisive proof. Whoa. What? Order, Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts? Of course, it's as the witness says. Certainly, it does seem very likely she did it, but, there's no proof. Edgeworth isn't sure. Well, I came here as a witness today. If you have no more questions, I'll be leaving. What do I do now? Testify again. I'd like you to testify again. Again? Know when to give it, Mr. Wright. Think about it. Even if I were to testify, what's the point? I can only say what I said before, the truth, Mr. Wright. I've already said all there is to say. What would happen if I said it again? You'd ask the same questions and get the same answers. A waste of time. Damn. Damn! To come so far only to fail. It seems there are no further questions. I would like to end the cross-examination of the witness, Mr. Vasquez. Edgeworth! Yes, Mr. Edgeworth? I was hoping to come up with a question while I was objecting, Your Honor! I didn't. I see. Very well. Your Honor! I request that the witness testify again! You are the prosecutor, are you not? Why are you badgering me? I'm your witness. I just want to hear your testimony again. Does this make any sense to you, Your Honor? I don't see that we have anything to gain by repeating the last several minutes. Mr. Edgeworth, I too see little point in making Miss Vasquez repeat herself. What exactly did you want her to testify about? Well, yes, indeed. Verily I say, ergo. I want to hear about what happened after they found the body. After they found the body? Very well. The witness will testify to the court concerning this matter. Nick, why did Edgeworth... Who knows? He probably realized she did it too. But, wasn't he the one that said he always gets a guilty verdict? After all that, Edgeworth... Well, he's gonna get someone guilty. Listen, guilty, not guilty is a matter of relativity. Sorry, I got excited. Never mind, I'm back in! This happens a lot in real life, really? I guess there is a lot of, like, delaying, just to, like, get time. I was with Sal and Old Beg, the security lady, when we found the body. The assistant was there too, only Powers was absent. I immediately called the police, then Powers showed up. The security lady, Old Bag, was quite agitated, pointing at Powers, saying, "He did it!" I asked to be left out of the proceedings. I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. Then I went home. I see no issues raised by this testimony. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. Alright, Nick, we're close, real close. She may be acting tough now, but if you put her on the spot and she's sure to falter, find the key, you need to twist the truth out of her. Right. So let's just look at our evidence again. What have we not used? Actually, I think we've used everything once. What time was that? We were to meet at 5 for the rehearsal, so I'd say it was then. When exactly did you arrive? Did you and Mr. Manila arrive at the studio? About 10 minutes before. I wasn't stuffing any bodies in the costume, mind you. Let's hear the other things before we press. Mr. Powers was taking a nap, correct? So he says. Did no one go to call him? Remember what? There was a dead body lying in front of us. You expect us to be calm? Certainly seemed calm enough when I accused you of murder. I'll hold off. Okay. I immediately called the police, then power showed up. What was everyone else doing at the time? No one said a thing. It was silent, completely silent, so we stood there until powers finally arrived on scene. Sorry I'm late. Then, silence, dead silence. Hey, Nick. Why is everyone so quiet? Someone should do something to lighten things up. Old bag, the security lady. Why did the security lady think Powers had done it? She said because she saw him going towards the studio. Right, the Steel Samurai. You asked to be left out? So it seems that everyone else was questioned, and I'm really not fond of that sort of thing. But you can't just decide who the police will and won't question. Thankfully, the studio thinks otherwise. They were nice enough to understand that since we were in a meeting. There's no way we could have been involved, thus they covered for us. Covered for you, or covered it up for you. There must have been a lot writing on it with all those bigwigs at the meeting. I'm sure her professionals helped convince everyone they didn't require questioning. The script and your direction notes? Yes, they're quite valuable. It wouldn't do to have them stolen. No, I guess not. And then I went home. So you weren't questioned. That's correct. I found these things distasteful. You have to find something to peg around here, or everything we've done now could be wasted. I'm wondering what thing we can even press on. Taking a nap, so he says, no one go to call him. You discovered a murdered body and one person was missing. Would you normally go looking for a missing person? I have to agree with the defense on this one, Miss Vasquez? Logically speaking, perhaps, but no one there was thinking logically, I assure you. Without his Steel Samurai costumes, Powers doesn't really stand out. We often left him on the bus when shooting at location. No one noticed when he was missing. Poor Powers. I suppose that explains that very well, Vasquez. You may continue. Okay, I guess there's no penalty for pressing on some of these things. What time is that? 5 o'clock for rehearsal. 10 minutes before. With the other employees when you got to the studio, they weren't there yet. Well, then you could have put Hammer in the costume with Salmonell's help. But I just say I wasn't stuffing any bodies in there in costumes. You try to listen to what people are saying, boy. So I just saw him going to the studio. Did the detective arrest Mr. Powers based solely on the security lady's word? Perhaps not. She seems to have also given the detective that photograph. Of course, I heard it all this after the fact. That photograph, meaning the one taken by the security camera. She's not known for exhibiting the best sense of judgment when it comes to Hammer. You asked to be left out. I'm not really fond of this sort of thing. Wait a second. I thought you came to Studio 1 for rehearsal. Why didn't you bring out your scripts and notes? Well, I was under the impression we wouldn't be able to rehearse anything. Why? There was a murder after all. Who could think of rehearsing after that? How could— what? She knew about the murder. Okay. I guess they just wanted us to prod everything. This last statement, huh? Think! Sasuke says she didn't bring her script because there wouldn't be a rehearsal. Don't you see what that means? She would have had to know about the murder before going to Studio 1. Order, order! Mr. Edgeworth, what you have just said is a reasonable observation. However, I find it hard to understand why the prosecution would make such a move. Or are you thinking of a career change to defense? I appreciate the concern, Honor. I will stand by my statement, however, regardless of how the court sees my role here. Now, Miss Vasquez, do you have an explanation? I can't believe Edgeworth is helping me. So the prosecution is in cahoots with the defense? What kind of court is this? No matter, I think you misunderstood me. I had perfectly good reason to believe there would be no rehearsal. Very well, the witness will change her testimony to reflect this reason. I knew that Hammer was injured and couldn't do any action scenes, so I left them behind. How did you know about the injury? How did I know? Sal, he told me. Sal, the director, huh? You have to find something to peg her in here, or everything we've done now would be wasted. I believe in you, Nick. Go get him. So Sal wasn't there, right? The only people, well, huh. Oh, of course. Who was there at the thing? There was Jackhammer. There was Will Powers. There's a security guard. Was Sal there? I don't remember. I feel like that's the point that we need to make. How did I know Sal? He told me. Sal was at the meeting, wasn't he? So he shouldn't have seen it, could he? The van? Okay. I don't know what they want me to show. I guess this one, I just press her again. What time was that? We were at the rehearsal. So Mr. Manila arrived with the suit about 10 minutes before. I wasn't stuffing any bodies in costumes. Uh... I feel like this is the thing. Like, he wasn't there, was he? Or was he there? Okay, let's just press on everything again. What was everyone else doing? No one said a thing, it was silent, blah blah blah. Direction notes, I guess not. Yes, this is what we've already seen. How did you know about the injury? How did I know? Sal, he told me. Sal, the director. You have to find something to peg around here. Everything will not have been done to waste it. I feel like this is clearly what they're talking about. But which of these items correlates to that? To him not being there? I knew that Hammer was injured and couldn't do any action scenes, so I left them behind because Sal told him. Now I'm actually stuck. Guilty or not guilty is a matter of charisma check. The witness will change her testimony? Wait, why? RPG make a ringtone. Yeah, I did it. I had it set as my ringtone for a long time. Well, I say a long time. Probably like since the start of the year or something. It's that one. I don't know, when I woke up we were already in court. I'm lost. I don't want to just start guessing. I mean, if I were to guess, I get 1, 2, 3, 4. I'd get 4 guesses. I've pressed on literally everything, so pressing isn't the answer. Let me read this one more time. How did you know about the injury? Sal, he told me. Sal, the director, you have to find something to peg this on her here, where everything will done now will be wasted. I was with Sal, old bag, the security lady, when we found the body. Assistant was there too, only Powers was absent. I immediately called the police and Powers showed up. Here, lady, old bag was quite agitated, pointing at Powers, saying he did it. I asked to be left out of proceedings. HR. I knew that Hammer was injured, couldn't do any action scene, so I left the notes behind. I got nothing. I don't know. If this is how this is going, imagine what the next case is going to be like. When exactly then you and Mr. Manila arrive in the studio? About 10 minutes before. Do I just start guessing? Your Honor. Can I get a fucking Okay. She said... Okay, she said we arrived... When did you and Mr. Manila arrive at the studio? About 10 minutes before. So they arrived at 4:50. How did they know about the injury? About... oh my god. Is this the thing that's important? Maybe the last thing is just a red herring. I mean, clearly the time is a factor here. We were to meet at 5 for the rehearsal. So I'd say it was then. When exactly did you and Mr. Manila arrive at the studio? 10 minutes before. Maybe they don't mean the location, they just mean the Studio 1. I'm so lost. I immediately called the police, and then Powers showed up. Let's just repress these things. I was with Sal in the bag, the assistant was there, only Powers was absent. I immediately called the police, then Powers showed up. What was everyone else doing at the time? No one said a thing, it was silent, dead silent. Security lady was agitated. Why did security lady think Powers had done it? She said because she saw him going towards the studio. The photograph. How did I know? Sal, he told me. Time of death, 2:30. He's dragging one leg. 2 o'clock. I knew that Hammer was injured. Couldn't do any action, so I left them behind. Sleeping pill. That doesn't seem useful. This doesn't seem particularly useful right now. What proves that Sal? It would be easier if I could remember if Sal was even there to begin with. Because I think they said there was 4 people at the rehearsal, or at the whatever, the practicing. There was Jack, there's Will, there's the old lady. I don't think the assistant was there. I think they said she was in like a prop closet or something. Who was the 4th person? Was that Sal? So they had okay, hold on. The actors were doing a thing. Man got injured. Will went to sleep. Sal took his plate to the studio too. They burnt the steaks. No, that happened, and then Jack shows up. He dies. He dies at 2:30. Well, they say he died at 2:30. I guess. Jack was injured. He hobbled over at 2, where the photo says. He died at 2:30. They used a 15 minutes break. Okay, so this confuses me then. He dies, so he's walking at 2. He dies at 2:30. They take a 15-minute break from 2:30 to 2:45 to move his body using the van. So was this not blocking the way? But okay, he dies at 2:30. They move his corpse over before the meeting. Or before the other rehearsal. I knew that Hammer was injured and couldn't do any action scenes, so I left them behind. He left the rehearsal notes behind. So then why'd you even go then? Okay, this is a long scene, but I need to see it again. The script and your direction notes. Yes, they're quite valuable. It wouldn't do to have them stolen. No, I guess not. Wait a second. I thought you came to Studio 1 for rehearsal. Why didn't you bring your script and notes? I was under the impression we wouldn't be able to rehearse everything. Why? There was a murder after all. Could think of rehearsing after that. Oh yeah, I guess. Says she didn't bring the script because there wouldn't be a rehearsal. Don't you see what that means? She would have known about the murder before going to Studio 1. So I left them behind. So then why did you go at all? You're on the right track from what I can tell. I feel like the lie has to be she couldn't have known about the injury because of some reason. Do you want to know Sal was there who got injured there? Jack's the one who got injured, right? He sprained his ankle. That's why he's hobbling in the photo. Quote unquote hobbling. I've been on the screen for the past 9 years of my life. Path of Glory, Cody's camera, 5-year-old photo. Steak! Beep, beep, beep. What also broke during the rehearsal? The spear? If that's the answer, then I have no idea how it connects to anything. How did you know about the injury? How did I know? Sal, he told me. Sal, the director. Which is also a weird thing, because didn't the old lady say she fixed the spear? Even though Penne is the one who fixes things with duct tape. Which even then I don't see how it's important. Or well, I mean I'm sure the game thinks it's important, but I have no fucking idea what it wants from me right now. Knew that Hammer was injured. Sorry, I was looking at my phone. I don't know why it keeps dinging. Oh wait, I know why. I'm getting text numbers. I gotta settle this for a second. Sorry, okay. If the spear broke, who would be injured? Well, I mean, it could have been broken from anything. Unless they're implying... So it's the Steel Samurai's weapon, so that would be Will. So what, they're saying that if Will was holding the spear, then he was injured by something? I mean, he sprained his ankle, he could have sprained it doing anything. Unless he smashed it on his leg. Which is would have been a piece of information that would have been very important to know. Like, let me look at this. The murder weapon, in quotes. We've already resolved that it's not the murder weapon. Or, well, we've assumed that it's not. Has been mended with duct tape. So it broke. The reason why hasn't been specified yet. We've implicated that the spear wasn't used because it was broken. Yeah, he fell on the garden thing. He got yeeted over. The game said earlier when he hurt himself when the spear broke? Really? Okay. I feel like that's something they should have put here. Like, does it say that anywhere here? New digital camera. Accident showing jackhammer. Sleeping pills. Employee area. On it are traces of sleeping pills. So they want me to show the spear to say that she knew the injury happened because the spear was broken? I know Wes said that Ace Attorney is not a game if you want logical deductions, which I'm now witnessing. Isn't the picture of powers, really? Couldn't be injured if the spear was being repaired? I just thought that he was injured just like it was completely unrelated. Present the picture of powers, okay. I just want to think about this before I do it, because you've played this before, Rolo, so I know you're right when you're saying that. I just want to understand why. Like, how would I have come to this deduction without having you tell me? I knew that Hammer was injured, so, well... if Sal was there, he wouldn't have been confused by the costume. Like, it wouldn't have been like, oh, you couldn't have known he was injured because he was in the costume. He surely was injured during the practice, so Sal would have known. I was just wondering, like, how would he have been there to tell her? But if you say so, then I guess we'll do it. Couldn't be injured if the spear's being repaired. There's this. Oh my god. Maybe this would have won better if I finished this whole thing at the time, like yesterday. But sure. You knew that Hammer was injured. Don't you think that's a little funny? I mean, it was a Steel Samurai who was injured. It was Will Powers. Oh, was it? How do I know this? How does Wright know this? Mr. Hammer is dragging his leg in this photo. It's because he was pretending to be Mr. Powers. I thought he was the one who was actually injured. Okay. Why'd you think it was Mr. Hammer who was injured? Oh, okay. So was Sal not there then? Oh, they literally just showed the photo and I wasn't looking at it. So Sal wasn't there. Which... I feel like that assertion could have been made with a different piece of evidence. But okay, I was just under the impression that he was actually injured. But okay. I kind of wish... Well, I get that this was a Game Boy game, but I kind of wish for like a PC remake, they maybe could have used more of the real estate to show that information. Sal was there, people said so, just not in the picture. Okay, Mr. Manila was at the run-through that morning. He would have known it was Mr. Powers who was injured. He saw it happen. Why would he tell you the wrong person? Mr. Vasquez. You saw him limping? It would have to have been after he put on the Steel Samurai costume and went to Studio 2 when he was murdered. You saw the Steel Samurai limping. Mr. Hammer was in the Steel Samurai suit. That's why you were confused. That's why you thought it would have been Mr. Hammer who had been injured that morning. Okay. I think if I just remembered properly, that wouldn't have been as difficult. So you sneak out of this one. Very well, I have a question for you. I'm just glad to move on from that. Let's get a different question going. Why are the real killers always so persistent? Why in the world would I want Mr. Hammer dead? Yes, he'd fallen on hard times, but he was a star. I had nothing to gain from his death. Nothing. You would need a motive. Why would she have killed the victim? If there is a reason, it is unclear to this court. Does the defense have anything to say on the matter? Can you prove she has murdered? Of course I can prove it. I have proof and I'll show it to you. It would be the fucking photo, right? Like, he did the thing? This is the photo from before. This photo reveals the motive in the murder. I'm right, aren't I? Firm. 5 years ago, Mr. Hammer was at the height of his fame. With the Vasquez's help, a terrible accident was swept under the carpet. The case is currently up for trial. It began on the day 5 years ago. The accident precipitated precipitated Mr. Hammer's fall. His fall from stardom would weigh him down, no doubt. However, you, D. Vasquez, used Mr. Hammer. You made him work for you for petty change. And so the present day, Mr. Hammer's last role as the evil magistrate. Yes, undoubtedly it was a constant sort of shame for the X-Star. One moment, Mr. Wright. We were talking about motives, yet you've only talked about Mr. Hammer. It almost seems as if it was Mr. Hammer who had killed D. Vasquez and not the other way around. What motive would Miss Vasquez have? Yes, that's right. According to what you say, I would have no reason to kill Hammer. He was a good source of income for me. I never get rid of useful men. It's a policy of mine. Mr. Wright, please explain Miss Vasquez's motive for murder. He was eating too much steak. Her motive? Okay, can we get a chat log on this? I need to go back a few things. Please explain Mrs. Vasquez's motive for murder. What if there was no motive and he did it by accident? That's what I was thinking. Like, what if it was just an accident? Like, I mean, it honestly could have been just an accident. Like, they got into a heated... Like, you played fucking Omori, Rick. You know about accidents. Accidents and stairs. I almost want to show this. Like, okay, why did he dress up in the costume? Clearly... I want to say he thought, well, I said this earlier, maybe he thought he couldn't, like, negotiate with her if he was just himself. So he thought if he dressed as Will Powers and then tried to talk, he could, like, negotiate something. But he was, like, he got discovered, and they got into a scuffle, and he was pushed off the stairs, and he fell down the stairs, and he died at the bottom of the stairs. It feels dumb to show the photo again. I don't think they would just, like, have that. Let's It says it'll only take 2 chunks off, so I don't think it'll kill me to try She Had No Motive. Let me just I just want to think this through. That's not gonna help. That's not gonna help. She was pissed that he broke the spear. No. That's not it. If it's choosing evidence, it's like, it's this or this. It's one of these things. Because I mean, my assumption is like, oh, he wanted to keep the show alive. And he was like, but we're talking about what her motive was. It's just like, okay, whatever. Well, let's just try no motive. She had no motive, Your Honor. Oh, okay. Was that correct? It was Mr. Hammer who was out for blood. All Miss Vasquez does was push him off the stairs in self-defense. What's that now? Okay. Yeah, I guess so. It's simple. Mr. Hammer was intending to kill Miss Vasquez. What? Your Honor, Jack Hammer drugged Mr. Powers with the sleeping pills. Jackhammer snuck into the dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai costume. Jackhammer wore the costume to fool the security lady and thinking he was Powers. Jackhammer made his way to the trailer. For what purpose, you ask? To kill D. Vasquez, who had so cruelly taken advantage of him all those years. Okay. So you did it, didn't you? Well, self-defense is self-defense. What happened here? Manuel fell from the trailer stairs. Miss Vasquez, please try to remain calm. No, how could this? It was an accident. Mr. Hammer was doing action scene now and— No, Manuel! Manuel! Again. It was self-defense, we can all just walk away. Where's D. Vasquez? In the waiting room. I mean, okay, the self-defense thing, like, we can pass on, but I guess she's still getting— she might get charged for, like, extortion. Is that a crime you can actually get charged for? I guess being mean to someone is a crime to some. You're right, very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, not guilty. I think it's— I don't know. I mean, they show not guilty because it's like, though, that's the point. But, you know, someone was still found guilty of something. Okay, it's all relative again, but... I don't know what to say. Thank you so much. I'm glad you're okay. Yes, but it's sad. I know now that Mr. Hammer stole my costume. It's bad enough that he wanted to kill Miss Vasquez, but to think that he tried to frame me for the murder, it makes me sad. Tell me why, Mr. Wright. Huh? Tell me. Why did Mr. Hammer want to blame me? That's because you were popular. Well, this is what I think. Hammer want to put the blame on you because you were always winning. Because you were the Steel Samurai. Because I was the Steel Samurai? Mr. Hammer was a big star once, but he was reduced to acting in a kids' show, and as a villain to boot. The kids loved the Steel Samurai, and so he hated you. I think I understand. He could have just told me. I would have changed places with him anytime. I think you're missing the point. Does he know about the extortion at all? We kept him out of the loop. I'm just glad it's all over. So am I. Congratulations, whip! Oh, thanks to you, I'll be able to don the Steel Samurai outfit once more. I can't wait to get back into that story costume and... Is something wrong? No, of course not. Ugh! Nick, Edgeworth. Say something, right? I'm not good at small talk. Huh? What? That was too bad, Edgeworth. You don't waste any time gloating, do you? No, I really wanted to thank you. Vasquez would have gone away if you hadn't stepped in. Pleased to meet you. I'm Powers. Edgeworth. I'm a big fan of your work, Mr. Powers. Liar! Right. I must say, I hadn't expected to meet you again after all these years. Meet again? Ah, yes, of course. With the deep lore, we initially met on the battlefield 20 years ago as children. We fought with sticks and stones. In retrospect, it would have been better had we not met. Thanks to you, I'm saddled with unnecessary feelings. Unnecessary feelings? Yes, unease and uncertainty. Aren't those kind of necessary? They only serve to get in my way. You listen to me, Phoenix Wright. Don't ever show your face in front of me again. That's what I came to tell you. Mr. Wright? Was that guy your friend? What? Friends? As if. They're rivals. Rivals, right, Nick? For now we are, I guess. Huh? Why do I get the feeling I'm missing something? Yeah, me too. Come on, Nick, tell me, what's the deal with you and Edgeworth? So the current closed on another trial. Caused quite a stir by revealing that accident from 5 years ago. It was the talk of the town. Thankfully, Global Studios rethought its programming change. It went back to making kids shows again. Oh, good Christ. Nick, this is it. The new show starts today. You're gonna watch it with me, right? I'll admit, I was kind of surprised. I didn't think they'd seriously go through with it. You have to buy the trading cards too, okay? You gotta trade with Cody and that assistant. We know her name! Her name's Penny. Like, we've said it multiple times before, but I guess she's just the assistant. Maya even brought up the point of her name being Nichols, like, she knows her name. Everyone knows her name, but we refuse to refer to her by it for some reason. Isn't it great that WP gets to play the lead again? I wonder if the show's real face this time. He's gonna play the lead in a Pink Princess show? Sure. My god. That was like 2 days of one case, and it took me almost 4 hours. Wow, I cleared the episode. Yes, please, God save. Turnabout goodbyes. Okay. What time is it? 7 o'clock. I have to leave in an hour. So what can we do that won't take more than like 20 minutes? I don't think we can do. We won't. Against my or to my better judgment, we won't start the next chapter yet. Okay, we're going to get the introduction. Actually, you know what? Screw it. Just close this. Yeah, we're just gonna close that. I don't want to see it until the next time we play. Quick votes. Tell me something to do. Just take a wild guess at games that I have right now. What's something that won't take more than like 10 minutes? Because I don't want to end off quite yet. I do have to cook something. Oh, right, Rolo. Before you disappear, because I'm not playing the game. I just want to ask you, how long is the next case? Would you say, just relatively, how long is? Because there's, I think you said there's 5. Let me get some water. Thankfully, I didn't die. I think you said there's 5 cases, and they like added one, or there was originally 4, and they added one, so now there's 5. How long is the 4th and the 5th case relative to what I've played already? I don't know. Okay, fair enough. Cause yeah, that took like, that was like 6 hours or so for just the 3rd case. First case was a dud because it's just a tutorial. The 2nd case took like 2 hours, 3 hours. But yeah, I'm just wondering how long it'll take. Because at this rate, I'm thinking, okay, maybe 1 case a stream is fine. I think 2 long cases in a stream, it just wouldn't work. I would probably stop halfway, and then we'd have the problem we just had where, oh, sorry, the music's not playing, is it? Like, I totally forgot who was actually injured. Which is why I got stuck there. And that was because I just didn't play. At times I gave and looked up the answer, yeah. I'm thinking, I don't know. Like, I don't want to look stuff up, but I also, like... The reality is if I get it wrong, and I lose the case, like all that results in is just us redoing the start of the case again and just like fast forwarding it, which seems unnecessary. Like, I don't want to be spoiled on everything, but if I'm genuinely stuck, then like losing isn't fun for the stream because we're just watching text again. So if it comes to that, then I'll ask for help. Just so we don't waste that much time. Okay, if you're saying if the cases get longer with each one, then okay. Next time we stream, we'll just do one case at a time, and that'll probably be enough. Schedule is open a bit more now that I'm done with volunteering stuff, so should be okay to do more streams at that time. I think Dave might be streaming later today. Actually, he might actually be starting like now. I think he starts at like 6:30 my time, and it's almost 7. Poke Rogue, Tetris, only go fast. I won't play Poke Rogue just because it's like long form. Like, I could get stuck in it for a while, but I'll just show Rick and we'll do like a couple rounds because I know Rick likes it. It is a Rick game. But I do want to, like, I don't know. I think it would be fun to like get in Discord chat and like double play Pokemon. Does that look correct? Should I make this smaller? So you can see chat actually. So yeah, this is how far I got with my one successful run. Oh Christ, this is what I was doing last time. I'm pretty sure what happened is he switched out, but I don't know what he switched out to. Yeah, my team kind of sucks, actually. Actually, well, no. Samurott carries pretty hard. Blaziken's good coverage. Rabombi just, like, is my dragon killer. Like, literally all it can do is kill dragons for me. Covet wasn't worth it, as far as I remember. It doesn't always steal. Glamora replaced Nidoqueen as a poison setter because of toxic debris. And then we have these two. Chestnut's kind of been slacking, I'll be honest. He has good coverage. Like Mudshot is good, but I picked up Lurantis almost because, well, it's just, I mean, it's because Lurantis is one of my favorite Pokemon. Leaf Blade X Scissor, pretty good. Oh, it has bad attack IVs. Well, that's not good. But okay, we'll try this for a second. And yes, I'll admit that I have. Oh God. Okay, maybe that's not the answer. Yeah, the thing is that this team gets kind of hard countered by this guy. Like firefighting, like this is a water trainer, and my grass guy is kind of dead. Quick, get him. Beluza, how did you know? Wow, it doesn't have a thing. Special defense rolls drastically. Yeah, bro, this kind of sucks. I think we have to sack. Let's sack Samurott. Look, trio. Oh. I have Torrent. Torrent Aquajet! Kill him! Daily run just refreshed. If you want, Rick, I don't know if you're busy later, but if you want to like go into voice chat and just like do their daily run, I mean, I'd be down to do that. Although not like right now, because I have to go to the airport and pick up my parents. Is the thing. We're just gonna sack Samurott. The thing is, Lurantis isn't fast enough, I don't think. What's its speed? 134. What's Rabambi's speed? 300? Okay, Rabambi, get him. It can use Aerial Ace, which will hurt. Do you think I can survive an Aerial Ace and get a Quiver Dance up? Aerial Ace is like 60 base power? Oh, he switched out, okay. You better not use Hurricane, you bastard. Fuck! Oh, it didn't kill. Maybe I should have just Quiver Danced twice. Okay, if I lose, then that's the strat. Oh. Well, that's not good. This thing's pretty tanky, if I remember. Oh, and he has priority. Priority rock! I'll punch you. I'll fucking do it. Mega Horn? Do you not have a water type? Seismitoad. Okay, yeah. Well, we'll just give it one of those. I told you I'm scumming. Oh, level 138? Yeah, so I'm at what? I'm at wave 150. The levels cap at 200, I think? Or maybe it goes past that, but I know I read on the wiki that classic mode ends at 200. Like the round ends at 200 and then you fight a boss. Should I just spam this? We missed! Like, I'm just stacking spikes. Okay. I missed 3 times. Or we both missed, like, so many times. Oh, wait! Wait! Well, no, Rabambi has the baton! Right. Get him! Fuck him up, buddy. Ow, that really hurt. No, that also hurt. Okay, here's my gamer move. We're gonna flame charge. He's gonna use Psycho Cut, which sucks. I think it'll just kill us. So if we pass the Lurantis and just synthesis up. Oh, okay. Well, that actually did less damage, so. Oh right, it's raining. Ow. Cool. Very cool. Jesus Christ. Oh right, I forgot. Glamour's a special attacker. Even if I win, I don't really want to win, because, like, we lost all our team members. Damn. Is Glamour a sweeper? Is this really the strat? Should I have just done that? Okay. Okay, Glamour is a sweeper now. Vault and Veluza, you're lively alone, aren't you? A little too lively. Super XP charm. Oh, our whole team revives. Okay, that's fine then. Okay, let's stop there before I do this forever. But yeah, later tonight if you want to do stuff. Oh, I'm sorry, Rolo sent me a bunch of messages. He's dark. Just use fairy move. Quiver dance. Yeah, quiver dance. Quiver dance to Glamora wasn't what I was expecting. A tier list to say how long the cases are. Okay. So, okay, 1-1 is that 1-2. So we just did 1-3 over 3 hours. Yeah, I'd say so. Maybe it's faster if you aren't reading everything, like I was. But okay, what does it say? So, oh my god, 1-5 is like 9 hours long, is what they're saying? Alright. Well, I look forward to doing that then. But okay, I gotta go cook and then go to the airport, so I'll see y'all in the Discord later if you wanna play Pokemans. I mean, I'm down. But yeah. That was interesting. I'm trying to think. Did that play out the way I thought it was? I mean, I got it was someone else in the costume, right? The he fell on the fence thing was pretty obvious. I mean, at face value, at retrospect, I think it was all quite obvious. I take full blame for forgetting who was injured at the thing. There's just so much information, and like I took a big break that I just forgot completely. So that was my bad. I'm kind of disappointed. I mean, initially my impression was honestly that like the assistant did it or something. Just on the premise that the costume looked weird. I guess the pant legs of the costume are supposed to be all droopy, because I thought it looked like someone was too short for the costume, and so the pant legs weren't looking right. And I thought, okay, it clearly had to be someone who was really small. But no, they insisted multiple times that someone big had to be in the costume. Jackhammer was in the costume, yes. I knew that. I just thought he was actually injured, and that's why he had the quote unquote limp. But I just forgot who actually had the limp. Or yeah, I forgot who was actually injured. I thought he was legitimately injured. But no, I just forgot. But okay, yeah, Rick, if you're wanting to play, I'll be back in like maybe 2 hours or so, maybe a little more. I know it's kind of late, but yeah. Dave is streaming right now, so go check him out. It's playing a strong bad game. I don't actually know anything about that cartoon series, other than like a couple memes. It was before my time. But yes, thank you Rolo, thank you Rick, thank you Zyno. Max was here, thank you Max, thank you Wesley, thank you Dave. Thanks all for showing and watching. I hope the mic audio was better this time. I thought it was pretty bad last time. I went back to watch it. I tweaked some things, so hopefully it's not too crunchy. But yeah, thanks for watching. See y'all whenever happens to be. We'll probably play more of this, and then yeah. And now that I think about this, we might play the rest of the first game, and then we might go back to Persona, just because the whole trilogy is looking way longer than I thought. And I think it'll be good to get some variety in. I have a lot of games I want to play too. So yeah, I'll see y'all later.